Good morning, everyone. Pedro here with another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Just want to welcome you guys to the channel. Maybe you're new, maybe you're struggling with your trading, maybe you've been trading for a long time and you just been hoping to become profitable or consistent, or you're just hoping to have a community you can count on and you just need clarity. Whatever the case is, I want you to know that we're here to help. We have an amazing community with me, behind me, yeah, so we're live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also do come in on the evening. So if you don't want to miss a single live stream, guys, I highly suggest you click that little notification bell and hit all notifications so that way you don't miss a single live stream. So with that being said, guys, we're going to dive in a little bit. We're going to get started here. We're going to take a look at what we're looking at. And then just before we begin, while we wait for more people to come in, I'm going to ask, all the new members to actually introduce yourself. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit raspy. The last few days I just haven't I've been feeling a little you know what I mean, the cold's coming back and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just it's been crazy. So either way, I'm good. Last night just needed to get some rest and stuff, so it's best to take a break on your body. You can't go too hard all the time, you know what I mean? Health is wealth. So I mean, it's really important to also put time on yourself, because that is important, guys. I'm going to update the video description here. So as soon as I'm done finishing updating this video description, we'll get started, okay, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go. Got the black tea. Let's get it, guys. Let's go. Okay. Just gonna update everything here and then we'll get started, guys. Guys, if you enjoyed these live streams, smash that like button for me, guys. Let's go. Okay. Start with gold. Take a look at gold here. Okay, we've got Faraz here. Faraz, tech quarter. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've got Kair, NAS 100. Yeah, let's take a look at NAS, my man. We'll start with NAS actually, because I want to kind of have everything out of the way there for NAS. But NAS, we had two amazing trades last week. Insane how we were able to profit out of these trades. Last night I did London session, but unfortunately with London session it's hard to manage, guys, and like I said, I got a little sick, and it's just not the way to be trading, guys, if you're not feeling well. But it is what it is. You move on, guys. So let's clear the charts. Let's take a look here. Where are we in the markets? So essentially it seems like we are holding this level. So let's take a look, for example, even like the monthly. It's good to give an idea as to where we are. So we know that this is a major level structure. Okay, we're holding this level, major level structure. We could clearly see that. And so our overall expectation, knowing that even on the weekly, and even if we go further on to the monthly, we can understand that, you know, price is failing to break below. Okay, so that gives us an indication that, you know what, maybe price is actually looking to push a little bit higher. That could be a possibility, right? Yeah, so if that's that overall expectation, we can start looking for essentially buys. However, we always want to go with the trend. So if the market, for example, on the daily, we are still to the downside, right? We can expect, what do we expect? To look for sells. That's just our main focus, and that's what we should focus on until we are proven otherwise. right? So if we know we're still in the downwards trend on the daily, I'm not going to be looking for potential buys just yet. And if I am, you have to trade it with caution, right? Similar to those two last trades that we took NAS. We took them actually like three. We took 3 trades, and out of all 3, all went exactly as expected. However, we have to trade with caution because we knew that we had levels of resistance, and we knew that price, especially with all the news going on, we knew that something could have happened, right? So we always have to trade with caution. We always have to manage our risk, you know what I mean? And we always, as traders, the best important thing is minimize our losses, right? And let our runners run. And take profits too. You always want to take profits, guys, because that's really, really important. So what happened here, guys? Okay, so we know that on the daily, we're in the downward trend. On the 4 hour, we can clearly see that. We've also kind of stalled out here. However, the daily is looking very bearish. We have this candle here opened up and it looks very bearish. You can clearly tell that even on the 4 hour. And so my overall expectation, even here on the 4 hour, we can see that we're still pushing to the upside. We aren't creating new higher highs. We aren't even, I would say we're probably sideways ranging at this point. We're trending slightly sideways. You can clearly see that. And so that's the highs of the range. This is the lows of the range, right? However, what I may expect price to do, if we kind of narrow it down to the 1 hour, okay, just to give you guys an idea, I may actually expect NAS 100 to actually melt. It seems like we haven't created a new lower low yet, but we are pretty much retesting this level structure down here. So I can expect probably if we get a break here, we can expect a nice clean move to the downside. Even like we can get a retest and it'll probably continue to go down lower for a potential retest of that lower level. So if we come down here, we know that this is a, let's go up to the 4 hour again. Okay, just to see it much more clear. Right, so we were slowly creating higher highs, higher lows. We finally broke, right? We took this sell trade, remember that? So then we had we bought price back up, right? And remember that this was also a level structure. Let's kind of put it like this. We knew that this was also a level structure up here, right? Remember, these are zones, but we knew that this was a level structure. And now what are we seeing, guys? We're seeing price reject this level structure, and we're using it as a level of resistance now. You clearly see it as day. What happened here? We were trending to the upside, creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Then price failed to create a new higher high, created a double top. This is when I told you guys, hey, we're looking for sells. Then we had the news right after, and price went exactly as we thought. And then it came actually to this level and held this level support. So now we're at what? The retest, essentially, right? So we're retesting price. We can expect price to reject this major level structure, which it did. And so now we're seeing bearish price action. So knowing that, even if we narrow it up to the daily, we could see that, yes, you know, we are rejecting this level. So this is an indication to me that I'm expecting NAS to melt. Okay. We could expect probably the rest of the day to continue to go down further. It could be a possibility if we narrow it down to the 4 hour. We could see that, you know, we've got some bearish price action here going on. Narrow it down to the 1 hour. Anything really below this level here. So if we see price break below here, we can expect a nice clean continuation to the downside for NAS. Okay. We'd be looking for sell setups there. Even the 30-minute, we can kind of see price do something there, although we are kind of stuck in this sideways consolidation. So this indicates to me that we need to see some sort of a breakout. And until we don't get a breakout, we are not looking for buys or sells. All right, guys. Okay, I hope you understood that. If you did understand that, smash that like button for me, guys. Also, if you guys are understanding what I'm explaining here for NAS 100. So let's continue on here. Yes, we got Vivi. Let's go, Kunis. Let's get it. Got my sister-in-law there, as always, one of my biggest supporters. So that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. I hope you guys are understanding it. If you guys are understanding that, yes. Perfect, guys. We got 5 likes. Can we get to 10 likes? Let's go, guys. Let's get it. So that's kind of what I'm looking at overall. That's my overall expectation as it sits. You know what I mean? Yeah, so let's move on to gold. So gold, you know, I mentioned this one on my, like I did London session. So I mentioned gold sells, and I'm looking at it here. I'm going to let even also our people know here on, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna let the group know here. Give me 1 second, guys. For all the new members that are just tuning in, welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm just putting it here, guys. So give me 1 sec. All right, so let's continue on. So gold, I'm expecting gold to continue to sell from here. However, we have to trade with lots of caution, guys. Lots of caution. I'm doing very low risk right here on gold sells. We got in like a little bit above here. I can't remember the level. I think it was 1712 when I called it. So you should be up right now, essentially about 50. You'd be up around, actually no, more, about 90 pips. Actually no, you would have been up 90 pips. So right now you're about 60 pips. So my overall expectation for gold, anyways, the point is I'm expecting gold to probably come and melt down to this lower level. That is a possibility. However, we have to manage our risk. There's a lot of sideways action going on right now. And so we just have to always trade with caution, guys. We don't want to just get in the markets just to get in. JJ, welcome, bro. Good morning. Let's go. We've got Metzja here. Let's get it, bro. I remember the name. I remember, trust me. Okay. So I'm gonna again, I already moved my stop loss to entry for gold, so I'm gonna let it run. But I had to wake up early in the morning to catch like an entry like this because it's looking like a double top on the higher time frames. Right, so even on the 1 hour, it looks like a double top, and we're just pretty much retesting the neckline right now, and overall it's looking very bearish. So I'm expecting even this candle here, if this candle closes bearish, then we can expect a nice clean continuation to the downside. However, we always want to trade with caution. We're pretty much at New York Open, and so we just have to be cautious, guys, as traders. We did get, for example, this candle, for example, here tells me as a trader as to what's going on here. This wick rejection I don't like. However, price is still, the bears are still taking more control, right? So again, if this candle closes a little bit below this neckline, we can expect a continuation to the downside. So again, I'm not banking my hope on this, but I'm just saying that this is kind of what I'm expecting potentially gold to do. And then if we look at the dollar index, we actually are holding this level of support in terms of like price pulling back up, but we always want to look at the higher time frames, guys. Remember, the higher time frames will give us an indication as to where price may be heading, and will help us basically take advantage and give us an edge in the markets, right? But we always want to look at the bigger picture. Where are we? What is price doing? You know what I mean? So let's clear the charts. Let's start fresh, okay? And basically what I'm seeing essentially right now for the dollar index is that we saw a strong push, right? So we saw this nice strong momentum push, and we could see kind of like, look at this kind of bullish flag starting to form, right? Again, nothing's 100%. We always want to manage our risk. We always want to look at things not with the idea of being like, I'm expecting the markets to do this. You know what I mean? Don't ever do that. Don't expect anything of the markets. The markets could do anything at any given time, guys. Okay, so what we may expect is one more push to the upside here, and if we actually break above, then this will be a perfect valid bullish flag for a clean continuation to the upside. And again, this is the daily, guys, so this gives us a really good idea as to what we can expect, right? Also, we're kind of at this level of support, previous level of resistance, so we can expect price to, and you can see that price has been respecting this level like this, downwards and upwards flag. So again, that's kind of my overall expectation for the dollar index. We did have some of the elections come out, the US election results, so not sure how that's going to turn out, if what ended up happening, the final results, whatever. Either way, it's irrelevant. What the point is that we can expect price for the dollar to gain some strength, especially after once it's all said and done, we can probably expect price to do something. So again, also, we're also at a major level structure for gold. So let's clear the charts again. Let's start fresh, right? And let's look at our major levels, right? So if we look at basically key levels where we can look for gold, we could see that pretty much where it currently is right now, we can expect even just current price action, right? We can expect price could reject this level of structure, right? It's a major level structure. Remember, it's a zone as well too. Okay, and this is kind of where I'm expecting price to reject, right? Especially after a strong move like this, we can expect an exhaustion, right? We always want to wait for price to exhaust. We want price to take a break, and so we can expect price to potentially pull back. And then that's what I said, probably the level I'm looking at essentially for price to pull back to is at least, you can see a lot of support here, support all the way over here. We got some support, some resistance. Anywhere between this level over here, I can expect gold to probably melt. However, we just have to kind of wait it out and see what ends up happening with the dollar index. And again, if we look at the 4 hour, it is looking bearish. However, there's a little bit of fighting. You can see these wick rejections here. So that's an indication that, yeah, you know, the bears are trying to push price down. However, the bulls aren't giving up. So there's a lot of indecision going on right now. So we just kind of ride it out, guys. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. Can I get, if you enjoyed this video or you enjoyed the live streams, guys, can we get this video likes to 15 likes? We're at 7 likes, guys. Come on, let's go. We got 20 people here live. Also, welcome to all the new members. I'm going to read the comments here. We've got Pablo here commenting in a second. Welcome. And also, guys, welcome to all the new members. I've put the link in for our free Telegram group, guys. We have an amazing community of traders. If you're a new trader and you're struggling with your trading and you just want to have more clarity, or you want to really level up on your trading, guys, make sure you join my free Telegram group. It's called Blessed Traders Academy. It's an amazing community, guys, where people that actually have been learning, and not only that, people that have a lot of knowledge have been able to help each other out as well. And I'm active on there as well too. So I look forward to seeing you guys join in my Blessed Traders Academy. It's free. It's that free Telegram group that I have. The link is in the chat box above or in the video description below. Okay, we've got Pabayo. Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. What's up, Pedro? With the Dixie heading bullish, as mentioned. Will US30 push down through New York session? Won't really know, my man. It really just depends. What ends up happening. So yeah, I mean, my overall expectation is, yeah, the NAS and US30 will probably pull back and go down further. However, we can see that we're pretty much at a prime level of support. Hold on, give me 1 sec. That was GU. Hold on, where's the NAS 100, man? Oh my god. Give me 1 second, guys. Where was the other one though? All right, well, just do this one. Same thing. I was too excited when I was asleep, and I probably just took it off when I did London session. And there we go, guys. Yeah, I'm expecting it to pull back. So that's kind of what I'm expecting, guys. You know, we're at a major level here of structure for NAS 100. So yeah, so if the dollar gains strength and gold starts melting, I'm expecting NAS to potentially melt as well, because we're also at a major level of structure too. So you can clearly see it here, right? I don't know if you guys could see that. Can you guys see that? Right? So do you guys remember this heavy sell that we got in before, right? We got in on this sell, I believe it was sometime last week, right? Really nice trade setup that we got into. We had a break of structure here. Price was creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and then it created the double top. Then I told you guys, hey, we're looking at sell setups here. And even if you move this over here like this, you guys could see that this was a nice clean, and then you move this over here like this, watch, right? This would be considered some sort of a fake out, which would knock out a lot of people. People would think they're sells, and then boom, price pushes back up. That's market manipulation. That's typical, that's normal. And similar to what we're seeing right now, I'm not looking for sells yet until we see a break of this structure. And if we see a break of this structure, we want to wait for the candle to close below, similar to the short that I put out this yesterday. I put out a short, guys, and I said, guys, we want to wait for closures below certain levels of structure. It's really important. Okay, so Pabalo, I hope that answered your question, my man. Brandon Hall, what's up, bro? What do you get? What's going on, my man? Let's go. OG Greed, hello, welcome guys. We got Layden, let's go. S&P 5 next. Yeah man, S&P 5, let's take a look. I haven't seen S&P 5 in a while, but I know I've caught in some good opportunities on there as well. Give me one sec. No. There we go. Let's take a look at, we always want to look at the bigger picture, guys. So just a little tip for the day. Always look at the bigger picture because that's going to help you understand the overall direction. Okay, I can't stress that enough. Got the black tea. Guys, we're at 13 likes. Can we get it to 15? Let's go, guys. We got 15 people here. Come on. Anyways, guys, I appreciate the support. I'm just playing with y'all. I'm just playing. Okay, so what's going on? So obviously we always want to look at the bigger picture. We understand the weekly, we are looking pretty bearish. We have been seeing, you know, price push down for the longest time. You know, we could go to the monthly and see if we're pretty much at a level of support. We can maybe see if we continue to sell off like this, maybe see price eventually at some point come down all the way to this lower level over here. But again, that's going to be, yeah, much more later on in the future. Weekly, again, you can see that we are clearly creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And so we're kind of retesting this level here, which is pretty much a major level of structure. Potentially, you know, we could see a level of resistance here. So now that we know that, let's narrow it down to the daily, right? So we're pretty much coming up at this level. And let me draw this up a little bit more cleaner, okay? And so we're looking for sells. So now that we know that we're looking for sells, especially because we are selling on the higher time frames, we can kind of see we narrow this channel out like this, okay? And we could see that, what do we see here, guys? Well, we see that this is a level structure up here, okay? And so we can expect probably price to reject this level. So there's one or two things that could happen. We could see, for example, even if we go back up to the daily here, we could see price still push back up a little bit higher, potentially, before it actually ends up melting. So that's a possibility. So we have to keep that in mind. We aren't necessarily looking for sells yet, 100% confirmed, because this is the daily, right? So this daily is looking slightly bearish, but this daily could shift back up, right? So this is why we want to narrow it down to the 4 hour and see where are we on the 4 hour, right? Are we confirmed sells yet? No, because you could clearly see, for example, like this area here, you can see that was a double top and we were at a major level structure. Hence, look, we had the double top and then price melted, right? So right now, when you look at this, I see a lot of indecision. I see a lot of choppiness, right? For the 4 hour candles, there's a lot of 4 hour candles that are just moving up and down and moving up and down. You don't want to be in this, guys. Obviously, this isn't the time to be trading S&P 5 anyways, but it just goes to show that, you know, that indecision you want to stay out of. But my overall expectation is, as long as price is able to respect this level structure, which it is right now, you can clearly see that if we get like a strong bearish candle, like let's say a 4 hour candle break below, at least I would say break below this level structure here, we can expect a clean continuation to the downside. Give me 1 second here, and I'm gonna note this down here for you guys. You can expect a clean sell setups below this level structure. The thing is, and the only reason why I'm saying below this level is because if I tell you, okay, we got a bearish candle close here, right? And it stops out at this level, what could happen is if you get in on sells here and price goes against you to come back up, all it's doing is a range, guys, okay? Because we still have this level here that is a level. You can see, look, we've got support, 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 a little bit of resistance here, support, right? Sorry. That's the lower level, but you see what I'm saying? Yeah, no, exactly here. So we've got exactly support, support, resistance, support, and support. So we need to see it actually break below this level before we actually start and have a confirmation that price is actually going to the downside. Now, what you could do, knowing that we're pretty much at the highest level point where we are in price, is get in on an aggressive entry And because, you know, price may go a little bit higher, but probably not as much because it is looking very bearish overall, and the overall expectation is sells, then you can kind of set your stops here and be like, okay, you know what, I'm going to manage my risk. Okay, I'm going to get a much better entry, right? That's how you get these sniper entries, right? You get in, it's a little bit more risky, but this is how you're able to get in on these opportunities. You guys are understanding that? Yes. If you guys are understanding that, let me know in the chat box below. Also, guys, welcome to all of our new family members, guys. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to hit that little notification bell and hit all notifications, guys, so you don't miss a single live stream. So I look forward to seeing you guys tune in every single day. You know, we're live here every single day at 7 a.m. So let's continue on, guys. The whole objective, what are we looking at? We're looking at price potentially coming down to these lows. That would be kind of my target, which would be a similar move to what we saw over here. It's very clear as day, guys, right? And then we can see probably price come down a little bit lower. This would be TP1, TP2 down here, right? So we'll leave this as is. We'll let it sit and we'll just kind of go from there. But just to answer one of our members' questions there, I hope you understood that there. That was Layden. So Layden, I hope you understood that, my man. Welcome to all the new members as well, guys. We're at 16 likes. Can we get it to 20 likes? Let's go. Let's get it, guys. All right. Also, guys, don't forget all of our new members to tune in on our free Telegram. I'm going to put the link there in the chat box for those that don't see the link above. It's a free Telegram group, guys. Blessed Traders Academy. Trust me, you will learn so much, guys. Being able to network with other people there, other traders like yourself. Okay, so let's continue on, guys. So that's kind of what I'm looking there for S&P. Again, we always want to wait for candle confirmations. I'll let it do its thing. I personally wouldn't get in just yet, but again, if you get in on a higher entry, then this is better because this is how you catch these sniper trades. Dollar, yes. Okay, so the dollar index, we can see that bullish flag formation. So if we get that bullish flag formation, you know, and we get a similar move pushing up, then this tells me that for gold, we may see a retracement on gold. Potentially, you know, first target for gold will be down here. That's my first target for sure, hands down. And then if it breaks below this level of structure, we're definitely going to we're going to have clean sells all the way down to the lower level of structure. And that will be a nice clean indication for in continuation to the downside. However, if we actually break below, this would completely invalidate this double bottom formation we see on the weekly. We can clearly see that it is a double bottom. We pretty much pushed above the neckline. However, we need to see a strong break above this level of structure for a continuation to the upside and then a retest, just making sure that price is actually going to be pushing to the upside. So that's just kind of what I'm expecting, guys. I'm potentially expecting gold to retrace back down, but we'll see. Even the 4 hour, there's a lot of indecision right now. 1 hour, you can see it is looking a little bit bearish. So we'll see what ends up happening. It is a double top, guys, so we need to break this neckline. If we get a break of this neckline, we're looking for clean sells. Let's move on. GBPUS. What are we looking at GBPUS, guys? We were looking and hoping that GBPUS would hold that level structure. Unfortunately, it didn't. And so what are we looking at now? So now that we know that price pretty much broke this level of structure, we can actually expect price to range. I'm not looking for sells, and the only reason why I'm not looking for sells, I know that price could be pulling back and probably melt even further, is because we're actually at a major level of structure, right? So typical mistake or rookie mistake, and that's totally fine, guys. I want you guys to know that don't feel bad about making mistakes. You're gonna make mistakes in this industry, and it's just part of trading, you know what I mean? And so what I'm expecting basically is for a continuation of the market to range, right? For example, for GU, I'm not looking for sells. I know we got the strong momentum we like, which is right over here, but what I might expect is price to probably come back up if we reject this level and hold this level of support. So that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Obviously, we were hoping that it would hold this level of support here for a continuation to the upside before it actually started to pull back. But it is what it is, guys, and you move on. Losses are also part of the journey. And so what do we look at here? We can see that we have been trending to the upside. This is the 4-hour time frame, by the way. Even if we go up to the daily, we could clearly see that we are creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And so what we can expect is potentially, we are kind of rejecting this level of resistance here, is for price to range a little bit, and then we might finally see a breakout out of this range. Because remember, what do we look for when we're in a ranging market, guys? You guys know this. I teach you guys this every single day. When we're in a ranging market, what do we look for, guys? Let me know in the chat box below. I want to hear your opinion, guys. What do we look for? You got Pops there. Good morning, Dad. Love you. We've got Eric. It's a bloodbath for CHF pairs, currency pairs. Wow, CHF flexing some serious muscle. Hopes New Year session doesn't inflict more pain. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Lots of fluctuation right now. CHF, I usually, I know USD CHF is a pair that I look at, but I haven't been looking at it just recently. And then we were looking at sell opportunities. Okay, so this trade actually ended up going in exactly as we expected. Nice. So technically, if you guys would have took this trade when I mentioned it, you'd be up 56 pips. Nice. Perfect example there, guys, for USD CHF. Went exactly as expected, guys. And Layden, yes, we're looking for a breakout. Perfect example there for you know, what we could see for GU. And so, like I said, we want to wait for a breakout at this point. We're going to expect probably price to consolidate. Okay. Don't sell this. Even if it continues melting, it doesn't matter. If it continues melting, wait for the closure and then we get in on the pullback, because then that'll be even more of a confirmation that price is continuing to sell and we're actually going to be probably testing the lows, right? We clearly broke below this downwards trend line. Now what it's probably going to do is probably retest this level. Now that we know we're in a range, or we know that price is going to consolidate for a little bit or exhaust after a strong push like this, then yes, we can get in on sells at these highs, because we know we're pretty much at a major level of structure here. Okay, look, major level structure. Not only that, we also know that we're at a high of the range, and so we're getting that pullback retracement. Okay, and so we could probably expect price to pull back. You know, we could expect 0.618. We could probably expect price to pull back to, and then this would be a much cleaner entry for sells. So give me one sec here. So you'd be looking for sell opportunities, probably, let's say, yeah, so like around here, 0.618. Probably get a wick rejection, put price, let's say our stop loss above, let's say like 30 pips. That's more than enough there. 30 pips stop, okay? And let's say we just target the lows. The lows of the range is 67 pips, right? And if we get a retracement and we just target where our 0.618 level, we'd be looking at 157 pips all the way to the downside, right? And so if we're getting rejection of this level structure up here, right, and we know we're rejecting our golden zone, and then, you know, if I pull out my moving averages here, what are we looking at, guys? Let's go up to the 4-hour. No, not the 4-hour here. Let's go down to the 30-minute for entry. What are we looking at here, guys? We got a cross of the moving average, and I could expect, and I'm expecting, but again, you shouldn't look at the markets with an expectation. You know what I mean? You don't want to look at the markets expecting price to do something. You could just say, hey, this is my outlook, and this is what price may do. And so what I'm looking at, and I can say expecting, but you guys get the point, is price to actually probably come and retest the 20 moving average. We got a cross of the moving average here. We would be tapping into a golden zone, which is 0.50 and 0.618 level. And so we can expect price to reject this area or this zone. We might get like a little bit of a wick and then a continuation of sells. If we get heavy wick rejection, so we see a lot of wicks like this. Do you see here on the left-hand side? Like, look, there's a wick here, wick here, wick here. That's telling me that price is struggling to push up at that moment. Same thing if we see wicks at the bottom, that means price is struggling to push down lower, right? So if we see wick rejections at this level, we have a cross of the moving averages on the 30-minute. We also broke below this upwards trend line, right? So you can see clearly that price was creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. What did it fail to do for us to indicate that, okay, price is probably not going to push higher? Price failed to create a new higher high. Okay, that is indication number one. However, we're at a major level structure, so it's normal for us to think, hey, I'm gonna look for buy setups because we're at a major level structure, we have that strong momentum push, and we're at a major level of support. So that is normal. But if sometimes price will do whatever it wants, and so clearly we saw a break, and so now we just wait. We wait for price to retrace at this level. If we get a rejection that we like, we get in on sales, guys. That's simple. We've got Pabalo, we got break and retest, and then wait for confirmation. That is correct, guys. We're at 19 likes. Can we get it to 25 likes, guys? If you enjoyed that explanation, if you understood that explanation, which is the most important thing, smash that like button for me, guys. But also let me know in the chat box below if you have any questions. Also, guys, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. I know we have people from all over the world, so I look forward to hearing from you guys. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from this morning. Give me 1 second here, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, guys. Okay, so we're gonna continue on here, guys. So okay, so we've got some people here. Faraz, India, Layden, California, awesome. Pabelo, RSA, awesome. JJ, Venezuela, let's go, papi. We got a lot of people here. Let's go. Pops, Canada, let's get it. Okay, perfect. Where is Pabelo? Where is RSA? Just curious, my man. Okay, we're gonna continue on, guys. Also, I can't stress this enough, guys. For the new members, don't forget to subscribe and tune in, guys, so you don't miss a single live stream. That way you guys aren't missing out. Trust me, if you're looking to learn, guys, I come in live every single day. I'm here every single day, sick, whatever it is, guys. You guys can see that I'm always here live, so at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're gonna continue on, guys. Let's take a look at GJ. Let's see what's going on with GJ. So GJ, same thing. We were let's look at the bigger picture, because that's gonna help us understand where we are in the markets right now and overall expectation. Right, we know that, for example, the monthly's bullish, the weekly's bullish, the daily was bearish. So we know also that price was ranging for the longest time. We know that price, for example, this was the highs of the range, which is pretty much retesting it right now as a level of support. Okay, and this was the lows of the range. So we knew that price was ranging sideways for quite some time, right? And we did have some moments where price broke below, and you know what I mean? This is why we always want to wait for confirmation, okay? If we look over here, look, price broke below. Could be for news, doesn't matter. Whatever, look at here. Look, price broke below. And this is very, very normal and typical, especially when it comes to breakout, when it comes to ranges. Ranges will have breakouts, and that's totally normal, guys. There's not going to be an exact level. And exactly when I draw these lines, for example, and I say, okay, this is a level of structure, for example, down here, right? Remember that this is a range. Right, so price could actually create some sort of a potential little wick here or a candle formation like this and literally touch that level and then melt, right? So we just have to keep that in mind. And either way, guys, don't worry. I teach you guys this every single day. And trust me, the more and more you show up to the live streams, the more and more you take notes, the more and more you put in the work, the more you will see results, guys. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? It's taken me 6 years to really get my grasp of understanding as to where I am right now today. So anyways, let's continue on here, guys. We've got Simcon from China, let's go. We've got Pabelo here from South Africa, let's go, man. Let's get it, my man. Dexter here, can I still hold sell on gold? Gold, let's see what's going on with gold here. Gold right now is a little bit risky. There's no volume right now with gold, so I mean, it depends on your entry. For example, my entry was up here. This is where our entry was, up here. So it really just depends, right? You always want to manage your risk. You know, if your entry's up here, then I probably wouldn't hold it, just because like there's just so much indecision right now with gold. So I don't see any trade setups at all, to be honest. Overall, like I said, my entry was above here on 1712, so we're floating around like, you know, 50 pips, and my stop loss is already at entry, right? So but again, I took this early in the morning in London session, so we could expect gold to continue to go down further, guys. That's kind of my overall expectation, but again, there's no volume, and there's just a lot of indecision right now. Okay. Okay, perfect. So let's continue on here, guys. We're gonna move on, and we're gonna take a look at, for example, let's say we were going back to GJ. Let's take a look at GJ and see what's going on. So GJ, knowing that we're pretty much at this level, okay, we're pretty much at this level of support essentially on the higher time frames, right? We know that this is a major level structure. Even on the 4-hour time frame, we can clearly see that we're at this level of support. So typically, a lot of people would say, well, we're looking at sells because we got that strong momentum push. No, not necessarily. That's why we always look at the higher time frames to give us an understanding. And I'm expecting actually, I'm really expecting a continuation to the upside for GJ. Obviously we did get a break below this level here, which you can see clearly. This is a break, right? And so we could expect a retest and a continuation to the downside. However, we're also at a major level of support on the higher time frame. So because we know that we're at a level of support, we have to keep that in mind, right? So we may get that retracement, but what might happen is that we might be able to get in a nice sell opportunity, right? We set our stops. Let's say we do 30 pip stop, right? Okay, 30 pip, 25 pip, whatever. You just manage your risk, and then you target the lows. So if we're targeting the lows, that's a 100 pip move, right? So that's something that we could target, and then we could see price kind of range before it actually starts pushing up. So that could be a possibility, right? So keep that in mind. Yeah, we may get price to push back up, reject this level. We got another perfect sell opportunity. We get in on the sell opportunity, but then here we'll create some sort of a potential double bottom, or price will probably just be ranging before we can expect some sort of a breakout. And typically, if that is the case, and we see price do something like this, typically price will do something where it is doing a move where we have, give me 1 second here. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Where we have, for example, a move up, we pull back, right? It pushes, and then we see a break below, right? A more complex pullback, probably to the lower level. So this level here, before it actually pushes back up, right? So that is something that typically does happen, but you have to just be mindful that the market, you won't be wanting to sell it all the way down. However, we still have a great opportunity to catch over 100 pips regardless of whatever price may do. But again, I wouldn't target anywhere lower than this level because I know that we're pretty much at a really important level of support. Okay, you guys understanding that? Yes, guys, we're at 21 likes. Can we get it to 25? Also, welcome to all of our new members, guys. Welcome to the family. Appreciate you all very much. Don't forget, for those that are subscribing and joining the family, don't forget to hit the little notification bell, guys, and hit all notifications so you don't miss a single beat. Single beat, let's go. Single live stream. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. And so yeah, look, we can see a nice clean pullback, guys. And even if we put, for example, the moving averages, you can see a cross of the moving averages here on the 1 hour time frame. So this is a nice indication that we may see probably a continuation to the downside. So that'll be a good setup lining up. However, we do need to understand, sometimes people are like, why did price, not go down further, this, and that's why we look at the higher time frames to get that. Okay, so let's move on. That's kind of what we're looking at there for now, okay, for GJ. And then if we go to GBP odds, similar concept, similar idea. Let me clear the charts because it's just overall just all over the place here right now. Yeah, so it's a little bit, let's go up to the daily here and see what's going on here. So GBP odd, we see, here's what I see, to be honest. So this is obviously a high here, okay? And let's kind of actually go up to the weekly. overall, we have been trending to the downside. That's just the overall direction. Okay. Let's see here. We have been trending to the downside. However, we may see one more push to the upside as a possibility. But if we look at the overall direction, we can clearly see that we are still trending down, and that's the weekly. So let's narrow it down to the daily. And so we're pretty much literally holding this level here as a level of support, pretty much. And so what we can expect is one of two things. Either we get GBPUSD reject this level of structure here. Okay, so let's narrow it down to the 4-hour over here, right? Which has been struggling to kind of break above. Okay. Or we hold it as a level of support. One or the other is going to happen. We just don't know what's going to happen here. So either it breaks above and then we're back into this range and we may expect one more push to the upside, or it breaks below. Because clearly we've broken below this range, because this was a clear sideways range, right? We got a breakout below and we're retesting it right now. However, this is the 4-hour time frame. If we get a closure, I would say let's wait for a closure below, and then we can expect clean continuation to the downside, and we can kind of start targeting. For example, this would be my first target level down here for GBPUSD. Okay. And then the next target level would be down here as well. Right. So those are target levels that I'm looking at for price to potentially head to. And if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we've got a clear cross of the moving averages here on the 4-hour. So we can expect a potential continuation to the downside as long as price respects this level of resistance. Okay. And then just keep in mind where we are on the higher time frames. Look at all of this traffic. Look at all of that level. That's a crucial level that price is potentially holding as a level of support. So we're pretty much at a crucial level right now, guys. Okay. We've got Moni, morning, first time watching the live. Do you guys look at GU? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And welcome Moni to the family. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but welcome to the family as well. We come live every single day, Monday to Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also do sometimes come in live on the evenings. Guys, I don't know why we're getting spams again. If you guys don't mind reporting that spam there for me. Okay, you guys understanding that? Yes, yes, perfect. We've got Cyril here, USD CAD. Yes, we'll take a look at USD CAD, my man. Give me 1 second here. I'm just reporting this in the chat box here. Okay, so we're gonna continue on here, guys, and we're gonna take a look at USD CAD here for one of our members. Okay, so USD CAD, we were actually looking at good potential sell opportunities, and actually price did ended up going in our favor. However, not the most ideal trade you'd want. Obviously, we saw a nice rejection. We saw a cross of the moving averages, and price ended up going down below. So right now, technically, you'd be floating anywhere between 31 pips, which is still not bad. However, you know, price did end up going as low as 54 pips. I did call this out in my inner circle. And so if you guys took this trade, you would be in profits. And, you know, it was a clear example that we broke this neckline of this, you know, head and shoulders pattern formation on the higher time frame. And we've also on the daily, guys, we've broken below the 50 moving average. So this is indicating to me most likely that we may expect a clean continuation to the downside. I'm going to move these moving averages because I also really mainly, guys, I focus on price action. That's my main focus. I don't want to put my trust or my analysis just solely on indicators. Okay. You want to be able to understand basic market structure. Price action is king. And that's what you guys want to focus on as traders. And that's what I teach, guys. I teach you guys how to focus on basic market structure so that you guys can be successful in trading. So if we look at the daily, what are we looking at the daily overall, guys? We can see that on the daily, okay, we are breaking below that level of structure. That is a clear indication that price may continue to go down further. Okay, we broke that neckline and now we're retesting it essentially. So long-term wise, I can expect USD CAD sells against the Canadian dollar. However, if we break back in, because there's a lot of indecision at this point, then that would completely invalidate the setup. This would just be a complete fake out on the higher time frames. And so then that would completely, we would just change our overall bias for USD CAD. Right now, I don't see any opportunities. Even if we narrow it down to 30-minute, what can I tell you? This is looking like very, very choppy price action. If we kind of clear the charts and everything, you can see that this is very choppy. You can't really trade this. This is just sideways action. So we need to see a breakout, and that breakout could either be back into the range that we saw here, right, and that level of structure, and that would pretty much make this a fake out, right, confirm that it is a fake out, or we break below, and then that is a nice clean continuation to the downside, so indicating to us that, you know what, we are expecting price to continue to go down further. We also have some US news later on during the week, and so that will help us move price to maybe the direction that we may be hoping for, guys. So that's what I'm looking at there, guys. Let me know, if smash that like button if you understood that explanation for USD CAD. And we're going to move on, guys. So we were looking at that for one of our members. Moni, let's take a look here for GU. Yeah, we did take a look at GU already, but just overall expectations is price to potentially pull back up to our 0.618 and our golden zone, and probably this level of structure up here. We could see some sort of a wick. We want to see wick rejections if price comes back up. And if we see price rejecting this level of structure, we can then expect a nice clean continuation to the downside. However, I'd probably target this level first, which would still be a good amount of pips. So it'd be probably around 60 pips or something, 66 pips. And then if we get a break below this level, but by then, like let's say if we're in this trade, by then I would tell you guys move your stop loss to entry so that you can make it officially a risk-free trade. Take your partials. You always want to get paid, guys. You always want to take your profits, and then we can expect a clean continuation to the downside. So that's kind of my overall expectation on GU. Let me know, guys, if you're understanding, guys. If it's your first time here, also, guys, let me know, guys, where you guys are tuning in from. I always love hearing from you guys. I always read the comments. So let's go. We have people from all over the world, guys. So it's really nice to be able to hear that. And also just getting messages, guys, from people being like, man, I've learned so much from your live streams, man. I really appreciate your live streams and all that. It's such a blessing to hear that and be able to impact you know, people in their journey, right? Because trading is a skill set that requires time, guys. It's not something that you can easily learn. It takes a lot of dedication, takes a lot of work, but it's definitely rewarding. All right. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. So we're going to take a look at, for example, Euro USD. What's going on with Euro USD? So Euro USD is pushing here to this level. However, we're pretty much at a level where I'm expecting Euro USD to potentially hold it as a level support. We may expect price to break this level. However, we have been seeing price kind of slowly start forming some sort of this kind of wedge pattern formation. And we're also kind of ranging, especially after Euro USD pushing to the downside for the longest time, right? We saw this downwards trend for the longest time. We had this kind of pullback. It was a more complex pullback to this lower level, and now we got to push the upside. However, we're expecting probably Euro USD to push up, right? Yes and no, because we're also at a major level of structure. We could clearly see it that it is a level of structure, which is pretty much a level where price has respected in the past. So pretty much if we're able to hold this level of support, my expectation is probably we either see a potential break to the upside, or if we break below this level of structure, we start looking for sell setups for Euro USD. Okay, so if we break below, this completely invalidates our potential buy setups. We're looking for sells for Euro USD, and that will give me the overall indication that we may see Euro USD go down further, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm expecting to see. So we may see a nice push like this, pull back, and a continuation to this bottom level. And so if we see that, that's kind of what I'm looking at there overall, guys, for price to do. And so that will be kind of my overall expectation, which would kind of go in confluence with this kind of upwards ascending wedge pattern formation before we actually maybe see a final breakout to the upside. And remember, price isn't always going to just fully push back up, right? And so that's kind of what we're looking at so far, guys. Moni, thank you. Sounds good. I'm in Vegas. Nice. Moni, do you mainly focus on the Forex market or sometimes crypto as well? A little bit of both, but my main focus is Forex. I started in crypto. That's how I really started trading, to be honest. I started in cryptocurrency, started trading Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then I shifted over to Forex. But yeah, I do a little bit of both. I can analyze both. Sometimes I do show it here in the charts live, but overall I've been really focusing more on Forex. We also invested in Bitcoin heavily actually in the past. So me and the wife, we actually invested a good amount when it was a little bit lower, not as low as like, you know, where everyone would have liked to be in, but you know, around the 3,000 mark, and we were able to run it up around 60. And then it came back down slowly, but we were able to take some profits before price ended up pulling back. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. We've got Cyril. Is it okay if I call you Cyril, my man? I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the first name, but I just hope that I hope you understand. Either way, we got Cyril here. I'm hitting the subscribe button, my man. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Appreciate the love, guys. Appreciate the support. And like I said, if you guys are new, let's say you guys are new to the channel, or you're new to the family, or you're new to trading, whatever the case is, guys, consider subscribing, because I'm telling you guys, I come in live every single day, providing you as much value as possible. And remember, everyone has a different style of trading. Everyone trades differently. Don't feel bad. You know what I mean? If someone looks at you weird or whatever, you're like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? No one's entitled to tell you how to trade or what the right way of trading is, right? But the way I personally like doing it, I don't really like using any indicators. You could probably see I've only got my RSI here, but even then I don't really use it as much, but it is there as just like a reference. But my main focus is basic market structure, price action. I don't have any fancy indicators or an indicator indicating buys or sells, nothing like that. Just focus on basic price action. And the only other indicators that I may recommend to use, but it'll take time for you to understand how to use them in Confluence, is your 20 moving average and your 50 moving average. And so that's the only other two indicators that I use, which are my moving average. But that's about it, guys. And you can see that most of the times I have it off, because that way I focus on what's important, price. Okay, so let's continue on, guys. We're at 23 likes, guys. Can we get it to 30 likes? Let's go. If you enjoy these live streams, guys, give me a nice thumbs up. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at so far, guys, for Euro USD. I'm expecting a clean continuation to the downside if we break below this level of structure. So it really just kind of depends what price may do. We may see probably price, we got that rejection, we kind of broke below that level. We may see price kind of consolidate in this area for a while, could be a possibility. But if we get a break below, then we can expect a clean continuation to the downside. I'll keep you guys in the loop either way, and we'll kind of go from there. And then if we get a break below, don't rush into getting into, for example, the trade. You always want to wait for a candle closures below that level structure for us to really get in, but we always want to wait for the retest in that case. Okay. So Euro JPY, what are we looking at? Euro JPY. Euro JPY, we had a nice push up. This was a nice trade that we caught. It was 67 pips. I mentioned it in the live stream when price was at this level here. You can see 9 o'clock at the bottom level. If we look at the bottom here, look at price. Look at time, 8 a.m. 9 a.m. This was New York session. I told you guys we're looking at buys. We're at a level of support. And so yeah, guys, like right now, I'll be honest with you, I don't see a trade. I'm going to clear the charts because it's very choppy. It's all over the place here. And so what I'm looking at right now is we're stuck in a range. This is the highs of the range, okay, and this is the lows of the range, okay. And then we also want to look at the higher time frames to understand what the overall direction is and where we may expect price to break out from. So if we're looking at the higher time frames here, what are we looking at overall? Well, overall in the higher time frames, we are clearly in a upwards trend. We are trending to the upside, and we're actually holding this level of support. You can clearly see it here, guys, clear as water. You can see how I was able to kind of call that out just as looking at it in less than 2 seconds. I'm able to understand the overall direction of the market, and this is how you can also do it too as well, guys. And this is how you're going to be able to understand the markets, because you're understanding the overall direction. It's really important for you guys to understand the overall direction, because that's what's going to help you guys you know, not have to worry about being stopped out or whatever the case is, and being like, well, why did price move this way? You know what I mean? Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there. Let me know if you guys have any questions, guys. Do you have any questions for me? So Euro JPY again, look, so now that we know that pretty much on the daily, okay, we're trending to the upside. We also rejected this level of structure here. Let's go up to the weekly and even monthly to understand where we potentially may head up to. So look, so remember, I think I told you guys this last week. I was expecting Euro JPY to come up to these highs as a level where we may expect price to come up to. It's pretty much breaking this level here. And I can expect a nice clean run to the upside here as long as price is continuing to go up on this upwards trend. So yeah, that's kind of my overall expectation. I'm not seeing bearishness yet. And so like we may see a rejection here at this level, but we need to see some bearish price action here on the weekly and daily, but we're not seeing that. We're actually seeing the bulls push price a little bit higher. So the euro against the Japanese yen is gaining strength, guys. So this is good. Let's go. We got free humanity. Let's get it. Let's go, man. Let's go. I'm back, baby. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at, right? So overall weekly, we know that. So we got a lot of room to the upside. We know we're in an upwards trend. We know we actually pushed above this level here. We're kind of forming this ascending wedge pattern formation. We got a nice clean break and now we're retesting it. And so one or two things could happen, guys, really. Price will sometimes retest this level more than once. So sometimes we'll see price come up and then you're like, okay, we're looking for buys, but then price will come back down, right? And so this is why we really just have to kind of wait and see what price is telling us. So even on the daily, we could see that, for example, the daily is, you know, we are getting that rejection. The bulls are pushing price up. However, for example, this candle to me tells me, you know, bearish price action. This candle right here, this weak, like, look at that wick candle formation there, right? This, after he pushed like this, up on the high there, that to me is a reversal candle, and so it's indicating that maybe we might get that one retest once more before it actually pushes to the upside, right? But let's narrow it down to the 4 hour and see kind of where we're at. And so this is kind of what I'm saying, is that we got that pullback here, but we're stuck in a range. So now this is telling me that price is failing to what? Break above higher, break above this level structure, because we're kind of ranging, right? And look how many times the bulls pushed up and then it failed, pushed up, then it failed, pushed up, and then it failed. So, and this is the 4 hour time frame, so it's quite significant, guys. Let's narrow it down to the 1 hour. Let's see. Well, the bulls are trying again. They're trying to push the price higher, but again, we're stuck in a range. And let's see how much of a range we have here anyway. So if we go from the highs to the lows, it's about 78 pips. So about 80 pips roughly of a range. So, I mean, you could trade the highs of the range and the lows of the range, but you also have to be very, very cautious. Always manage your risk, because as you can see, price doesn't always go all the way to the bottom of the range, right? So it came up here, went down, and then boom, came back up, right? So if you were to look for sells here at this high of the range, you just have to manage your risk, that once you're in 20, let's say 10, 20 pips profit, you move your stop loss to entry and take partials at least, and then see if price will come down lower. Okay, this is how you manage your risk, guys. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, guys. We're at 24 likes, guys. Can we get it to 25? Let's go, guys. Let's get it. All right, guys. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there for Euro JPY, and you know, we may expect, like I said, price to probably come back down. Could be a possibility, but we'll just kind of wait it out for now. And you know, we're in a range. So what do we look for in a range? We look for a breakout. So with all fairness, that's kind of what we're really waiting for, anyways. Euro AUD, we're looking at Euro AUD pushing back up. Funny enough, we're seeing Euro USD sells. So we're seeing Euro USD melt at this point, and then also we're seeing Euro AUD move up against the Australian dollar. So we'll see what ends up happening there, guys. I'll keep you guys in the loop. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. So our gold trade's looking pretty good so far. So we'll let it ride it out, do its thing. We're getting a nice pullback there on our gold trade. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. Okay. Welcome to all of our new members as well. Okay, so we're going to continue on here. We're going to take a look at Euro AUD. What are we expecting for Euro AUD? So overall, let's clear the charts because this is Euro AUD was very choppy, but we are getting that push back up. Do you see how I had this level as a level of support? We clearly see that price rejected this level structure, and we got price to actually push back up, and it is actually breaking this level structure. So we can expect probably a nice clean move to the upside. So what I want to see is this candle push bullish, close bullish, and then we wait for the retest and we start looking for buys for Euro AUD. Okay, guys? Either way, I will keep you guys in the know. I'll keep you guys in the loop as to what we can expect, but it seems like we finally broke above that level. We just wait for a retest, probably even the 30-minute. But again, I want to see a stronger momentum push for us to continue to look for buy setups on Euro AUD, but I'm expecting some sort of a retracement. We've got Lauren here. Lauren, what was the gold trade? Okay, we were looking at sells for gold. We saw a double top. I'm gonna go over it for you, Lauren. Don't worry, give me a second. All right. Nicholas, good morning, bro. Let's go. All right, Lauren. So we're gonna take a look at gold. What's going on with gold? So gold, like I said, as long as price was able to hold and respect this level of structure, I was looking for sells on gold. We got in. So I mentioned this at the beginning. Kind of around 4 in the morning. We got in on sells here. I sent it out on my inner circle at around 1712. So right now you should be up if you stayed on that trade, because I told you guys to move your stop loss to entry. So it's officially a risk-free trade anyways. You'd be up a good amount right now. So our entry was above here. So we're up about almost 92 pips. So overall, like I said, we move our stop loss to entry. What's the whole objective? The whole objective is to manage your risk, right? So now we're officially in a risk-free trade. Now, what are we looking at overall for gold? Again, my overall expectation, to be honest with you, is for gold to potentially come down to these lows over here, which is around the level of 1679. And potentially if we break below 1679, we may see gold continue to go down a little bit further. So I'm just going to ride it out, guys, at this point, because I have nothing to lose at this point, right? Like I said, my stop loss is at entry. So if it comes back up, you're not losing any money. And so this is part of, managing your risk and doing proper risk management, is that when you manage your risk and you know when to put your stop losses to entry, and you know when is a good time to take your partials or just get out of a trade, that's how you're able to really take advantage of the markets. So kind of overall, we also see a double top. So if we go up to the 4 hour, what are we seeing here, guys? We see a lot of rejection. We see some bearish action. And to be honest, to be fair, guys, after a move like this, like, let's be honest, we were pushing, I think this was over 500 pips. In the live stream, I had mentioned, yeah, it's almost over 500 pips. I had mentioned that we were going to either one of two things: hold this level of support down here, and you can go back and watch that live stream. Hold this level of support, which is a level of support that I expected, number one. And then I said, if it breaks below the second level of support I'm expecting price to come down to, will be down over here. Because remember, I told you guys the left-hand side here, a lot of traffic, a lot of levels of support at this level. This was a level that I mentioned that we would expect price to hold. So let me clear the charts, because this is looking really choppy and really busy. So we want to always look at it as a clear perspective, and that's how I look at the markets, guys. So overall, my overall expectation, like I said, I'm expecting, for example, gold to probably come down and retrace to this level down over here. That is kind of a level that I'm looking at for a potential level to the downside. And then if it breaks below that level structure, then we're looking to retest the bottom level once more. And if that's the case, then there you go. We got a lot of a move. I'm not saying that's going to happen all today, because I don't think that would happen all in one day. At least probably we may see price come back down. Could be a possibility with gold, but we may also just range for the longest time, or we may see slowly price drop down. that's kind of what I'm looking at there for the dollar, for gold, and we'll see what ends up happening there. We got Pabella here. Please elaborate more on your 20 and 50 moving averages on how you use them to do your analysis. So yeah, so basically guys, the 20 moving average and the 50 moving average, just to simplify things for you guys so you guys can understand, the way we use it is, or the way I use it personally, is basically the green one is my 50 and the blue one is my 20. Okay, the 50 moving average, okay guys, is literally just telling me if we're in an upwards trend or if we're in a downwards trend. Okay, now obviously, you know, as a trader, you know what I mean, I've been doing this for 6 years, right? You know, Forex I've been focusing for the last 3 years, but doing trading as a whole for 6 years, I understand when we're in an upwards trend or when we're in a downwards trend. I understand that, right? So, you know, over time you'll learn how to spot that out without having to use the moving averages. However, you can start using the moving averages as a way of confluence, right? So basically, the 20 is a level where we can use as a level of support. So when we have a cross of the moving averages and the 20 moves basically below the 50 moving average and the 50 moving average is above, so this is a bad example there, but right over here, look, we got a cross and then the 50 is above the 20. That indicates to me that we're in a downwards trend. We're in a downwards market, right? So now that we know that the 50 is above price and the 20 is below the 50, but it's holding it as a level, respectfully, as a level of resistance, right? We can expect a potential continuation to the downside. Now, what happened here? Obviously, remember, moving averages, when they compress like this together, that means that we're in a consolidation, right? So same thing here, right? We can see it right here. What happened here? So if we go back, let's say go back in history and we were to replay price over here, right? We're replaying this scenario right now, guys, okay? We got a strong momentum push here, right? And what did we see? Price started to form, look at the moving averages, started to move very, very close to each other, right? And we got that strong momentum push. And then now look, we got a cross of the moving average. So now that we have the cross of the moving average, right? This to me indicates two things, right? We got strong momentum, number one, okay? We got that strong momentum push, okay? We always kind of come back and hold at a level of support. So we can see that this is a level of support. Okay, perfect. And now when we have that strong momentum, we wait for some sort of a retracement, right? So this is a potential level, and I could probably see price coming back up and attracting itself back to the 20 moving average and rejecting the 20 moving average on either the 30-minute or on the 1 hour in this case. So if we let price play, you'll see what ends up happening, and price ends up melting exactly as expected, and so it pushed to the downside. However, sometimes price will pierce a little bit above the 20 moving average, and then that will be, sometimes we need price to actually retest the 50. If it pierces above the 20 moving average, then it's most likely retesting the 50. And if we narrow it down to the 30, watch, before I don't even know because I haven't done this before, but I'm just showing you exactly right off the bat. If we go down to the 30-minute, it's most likely right at this level right here, it's most likely rejecting the 50 moving average on the 30. But let's go to the 30-minute, boom. So you can see that it is rejecting this level structure, and then bam, price fell. So yeah, that's kind of how I use it, to be honest with you. And you can see even here, look, this is a great example right there. We're in a downwards trend. Look how price pretty much respected the 50 and the 20 moving average. Right, so even if we go out to the 1 hour, you can clearly see, right, that price, once it reaches the 50, boom, sells. Price came back up, boom, sells, right? Because we know we're in a downwards trend, right? The 20 as well is a level where price also uses it as a level of support. You can clearly see it over here as well. Look, an example, look, we had a cross of the moving average, we had that strong momentum push, price pulled back, and look, held that level of support on the 20 moving average. And then look, price ended up going higher. So let's take a look here on gold. How higher did it go? Look, it went up over 170 pips after we had that cross, right? And if we replay over here, just to show you guys, give me 1 sec. Probably lost it, but you guys get the point. Anyways, yeah, so we got it over here. This is where we were looking for the example, right? So if we were to replay this over here, we know we're pushing to the upside. We're in an upwards trend, right? So we see something like this happen. Look, what am I looking at? Are we looking at sells? No, I'm looking at buys potentially, but this is kind of the higher level here. So what are we looking at? So we've got, you know, price moving up slightly here. We also have a major level of support down here, and we got potentially across of the moving average. What I want to see is price hold this level of support, hold the 20 moving average as a level of support. So we're going to let price play and do its thing. And you can see here, what do we have? We got rejection, right? So now that we saw the strong momentum push, we got the pullback, we know we're in an upwards trend, we got a cross of the moving averages. Now price is under the 50 moving average, and the 50 moving average, when the 50 moving average is under price, we're looking at a upwards trend momentum. You guys understanding that? Yes. Smash that like button, guys. Let's get it to 30 likes, guys. We're at 25 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So you guys understanding that explanation there, right? So we got that cross of the moving average, the 50s just below, so we can expect a clean continuation to the upside. Okay, guys. And so if we let it play, price ended up going exactly as expected and over 170 pips, just like that. By now, if we look here before price even happened, I would have said, okay, guys, this is a level structure. Let's take profits here. And so we would have easily took home about 118 pips. And then if you would have put, like, let's say your longs up here, target the highs here, right? Let's say we would have got in just here at that candle there, right? And then we put our stops. Let's say we would have done a 35 pip stop loss. There you go. There you go. 3.4 risk reward ratio. Okay. Give me one sec, guys. I'm just gonna get my charger. 3.4 risk reward ratio, and then you can see price went exactly as expected, guys. You guys understanding that? Yes? Yes? No? Yes? Let me know in the chat box below, guys, if you understood that explanation. Let's go. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at, guys, for gold overall. So now let's just clear everything, and we're gonna go back. I take off this replay, and we're gonna go to current price action. And again, remember what I told you guys, right? We can see that rejection there happening already. And again, at this point, we're pretty much in a risk-free trade, so it doesn't really matter if price ends up going back up because I have nothing to lose at this point. So overall, my overall expectation is I'd probably stay out, because what I'm seeing is just price is just moving sideways, and it could be like cooking up some sort of a bullish flag. You never know. But we need to see a break below for us to see a nice, better pullback for gold. But overall, we are definitely overbought, and we need to see some sort of retracement. We for sure need to see some sort of an exhaustion, even if it's going to range, but we need to see price range. I don't think it's going to keep going higher at this point. And again, look at the 20 moving average, guys. You know what I mean? This is an area where I'd like to see price come back up and retest it before we expect a continuation to the upside. But again, don't focus so much on moving averages. That's why I don't really trade with indicators all the time. I just focus on basic market structure. That's the most important thing, guys. Trust me, that's what's going to help you guys succeed in trading. Okay, Tony, yes sir, perfect. Moto, EMA or SMA, which is better? I personally just use SMA, bro. It's just more simple. But that's kind of my preference. Everyone's different. Pabello, thanks for the clarity, bro. No, man, that's what I'm here for, guys. Okay, I want you guys to know is that I want you guys to be successful as well in terms of trading. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say, oh, you know, I've got it all together, this, you know what I mean? No, because I'm how do I explain it? I'm no different than you guys. You know what I mean? We all have the same talents that God has given us. You know what I mean? And you know, you have been uniquely created in God's image, and you have so much talents, guys. Trust me. The fact that you're here this morning and you're showing up, it just shows a lot of commitment in you. You know what I mean? So just keep going, guys. Again, you know, the whole objective of this channel is to help you guys grow as traders, to be able to build a community where you guys can count on. And, you know, I've been able to establish this thanks to you guys, thanks to the support of you guys. You know what I mean? I haven't been able to do this on my own, but being able to have the support from each and every one of you is such a blessing. And if you look at it, guys, for example, we're already almost at 200 you know, family members in our Telegram group, guys. That's amazing. So if you haven't joined our Telegram group, guys, I'm going to leave the link in the chat box below. Click the link there and join our free Telegram group, guys. It's absolutely free to join. I've called it Blessed Traders Academy because I feel that we are all blessed one way or another. The fact that you have internet connection today, guys, and you're actually here watching me live is such a blessing in itself. So yeah, so that's kind of why I've named it Blessed Traders Academy. Also, can't stress it enough, guys, make sure you guys also follow me on all my socials at official Pedro FX. That's how you can find me. You can literally just type it. The links are below, but I think I have to update the links. I'm not sure if it works. If it doesn't work, just go on Instagram and just, you can find me at official Pedro FX. And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. We also have a Facebook group as well for those that enjoy Facebook. Personally, the one I use the most is Telegram. That's the one where I'm mainly more active. So I look forward to seeing you guys tune in there as well. We've got yes, we got Laura here. We got my sister-in-law here. Let's go, Kunis. Let's get it. Okay, we've got Emmanuel here. Can you try and analyze on a lower small time frames to be able to grow accounts as well? Yes, of course. Yeah, for example, even guys, if you haven't watched the other video I shared, I actually uploaded a video of my smaller account that I'm growing, and how I was able to grow it from $100 to over $364, guys, this account. So it's actually live on my channel, the video, and I'm gonna put it up here so that you guys can go watch that video once you come back, so you guys can go watch it once we're done the live stream. So make sure you guys watch that video and watch it to the very end. Lots of gems in it as well too, guys. So I'm gonna put the link here. When we're done this live stream, guys, check out that video. Like I said, it's definitely worth watching, and lots of gems I throw in there for having to grow a small account. Okay, so let's continue on, guys. Also, all of our new members that are just tuning in, if it's your first time here, guys, and you've just been struggling with trading, or you're just tired of losing trades, tired of blowing your account, whatever the case is, I want you to know that you have a community you can count on. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, but also hit that notification bell and click all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. Okay, with that being said, what are we looking at here for gold? We also, Emmanuel, in reference to your question here, we always want to look at the higher time frames, even regardless of whatever thing you're looking at. For example, even if you're looking at 15 or 30 minute to get in on entries, you always want to look at the higher time frames, because that will help you avoid any fake outs, avoid, you know, getting stopped out, or avoid getting into a losing trade. Overall, what we're seeing here is prices struggling to push above. However, we may see the dollar index is gaining some strength, and we may see it probably pierce above this level. We need to see it pierce above this level for us to see a nice clean continuation to the downside for gold. And so that's kind of my overall expectation there. Let's take a look at Euro GBP. Euro GBP, we got a push to the upside now. It looks like it is holding this double top formation. So as long as price, for example, here on the 4 hour is able to hold this level of resistance, okay, we can expect a clean continuation to potentially to the downside. However, I want to see this 4 hour candle close bearish. If this 4 hour candle closes bearish, okay, this could be a perfect opportunity for you guys to get in on sell opportunities in the smaller time frames. Even the 15 minute, you can start looking for sell opportunities if price respects this level structure and this candle closes bearish. But again, we need the 4 hour candle to close bearish. We need to see wick rejections of this level for us to continue to look for sell opportunities. You know, something like this. Look at this nice sell off like that, right? So we got a double top forming here, so we can expect a potential continuation to the downside. But we always want to look at the bigger picture, because we might be at a crucial level here. So Euro CAD actually ended up going, we took profits here at this level structure anyways, but it ended up going in our favor. I gotta go back and see how much pips we caught, but I think it was like 60, yeah, 62 pips. And we're kind of retesting this level now. So let's just clear the charts, start fresh, and see kind of what we can look for here for Euro CAD. Overall, it's looking pretty bearish here on the 4 hour. We're looking at a double top form here, so that's pretty clear as day, guys. You can see that this is a 4 hour this is a 4 hour double top, so we can expect price to probably reject this level, and we're already seeing rejection of this level structure. So as long as price, sorry, let me move that up there, as long as price is able to break this neckline, we can expect a clean continuation to the downside for Euro CAD. So we just need to see price break below this level here. We're on a 1 hour time frame, by the way, so this is perfect for growing your smaller account. And if you go here, sell setups below this level structure, this is kind of what I want to see, guys. So watch this closely, guys. Watch. Break below, we'll probably come back down. Look at it, we got support. Probably stop, price will stop around this level area here. We'll get on the retest here. This is where we want to look for potential sell setups, as long as price respects this level as a level of resistance and we see heavy rejection, and then we can expect a nice clean continuation of sells, guys. Okay, not sure what happened there. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, so to this level, we'll get a retest. We wait on that retest. We wait for wick rejections of this level structure, and then we can look for sell opportunities, okay? That's what we're looking at for now. And then we can narrow it down to the 30-minute, which will give us a little bit more clarity for entries, guys. The 30-minute for sure. But if we reject this level, see, that's what I'm saying, sell setups below this level structure. If we reject this level, then we're not looking for sell opportunities. So now at this point, what I want to do is I'm going to put an alarm. I'm going to set my alert here, and I'm going to put crossing sell area. So I'm not going to get in when this goes off, but I'm going to be at least notified and knowing that, hey, you know what, we wait for the candle closure on the higher time frame, and hey, you know what, it's probably going to come down to this lower level here. See probably the price come up like this, okay, and then we see this level here. Do you see that there for Euro CAD? This would be a good opportunity for you guys to be able to get it on a nice sell opportunity if price is able to break below that level. Okay, so this is kind of my overall expectation there for Euro CAD. We'll come back and reference, but that's kind of what I'm looking at overall, guys. And that's how you're able to catch perfect opportunities in the markets. All right, guys, we're at 28 likes. Can we get it to 30? Are you guys understanding that? Yes, let me know. If you understood that explanation, smash that like button for me. Also, guys, let me know in the chat box below if you guys understood that explanation. I am Yo. Good morning, bro. Welcome. Got the black tea, guys. Let's go. You guys know what's good. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there so far for Euro CAD. And let's move on. Let's take a look at AUD USD. What are we looking at AUD USD? Okay, so AUD USD, let's clear the charts because there's just a lot of choppiness going on. So let's clear these charts. Let's go up to the 4 hour just to understand the overall direction. And actually, you know what? Let's go up to the weekly just to understand, guys. And again, I do this, and regardless of whatever, if you have a small or bigger account, you need to understand the overall direction of the market and where price is and where the market is right now. Yes, if you're a scalper, you know, the daily, 4 hour, all of that is irrelevant completely. But if you are looking at, you're a day trader and you're looking at perfect sell opportunities or buy opportunities, you want to look at the bigger picture. This is a level structure here, okay? And we can slightly see price starting to create higher lows. We might see price start creating this sort of a ascending wedge pattern formation. So we may see AUD USD come back down once more before it actually pushes to the upside. So if we go down to the 4 hour, okay, we can start to see a little bit more clarity here, right? So you guys could see that pretty much we're seeing bearish action. We're seeing a rejection of this level of structure, which is a resistance level, and so we can expect potentially probably price come down to these lower levels down here. This is a level here that we can see price come down to, and so we kind of want to go down to the lower time frame. So we know the 4 hours looking bearish, so now let's go down to the 1 hour and the 30-minute. So we got a nice momentum push to the downside. However, it seems like it is reacting at this level of support. So at this moment right now, even on the 30-minute, we're really kind of just stuck in a range essentially. You know, we kind of broke below this ranging area here on AUD USD, and we retested it and we fell below, but we're not breaking below this level yet. So we need to see a break below this level of structure for sell opportunities for AUD USD. So I'm looking for sell opportunities for AUD USD once it breaks below this level of structure, and we could see some move like this, similar to this move like this. Guys, we want to see this. Is really important. A strong momentum push. It needs to be strong, similar to this here. Okay, strong momentum push. Okay, probably price will stop around this area. Strong momentum push. Wait for the retest. Okay, this is where we get our entries, and then we sell. Okay. And then if you look at it here, guys, just to see how much of a range we have, because and this is a 30-minute time frame, by the way. Look, we got 66 pips potential, right? And then we set our stops. Let's say we don't risk more than 20, which is more than fair because we got lots of support and resistance. This is a level of structure, a major level of structure. So if it breaks above it, it invalidates my overall bias for sells. So 20 pips stop range is more than enough for me to be like, okay, this is where I want to get in. Okay, you guys understanding that? Yes, perfect. Okay, guys, we're at 29 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's get it to 35. Let's see if we can get it to 35 likes. Also, just want to welcome and personally welcome all of our new members that are just tuning in. Bless you, man. And I just want to welcome you guys to the channel. If you're new to trading, or you're struggling with your trading, or you're just hoping to start seeing some sort of success, make sure you guys tune in and join the family. I look forward to seeing you guys join the family. Our family is growing day by day. We got Tosin has subscribed to the family. Welcome, Tosin. Sorry, I can't even pronounce your the first name as well, but I'm sorry, my man. I just hope you understand. It's the same thing with me, even like Spanish. Sometimes we have so much longer names, right? So it's like, it's funny. We have like 4 different names. But yeah, anyways. Raphael, let's go, Raphael. Let's get it. Got the thumbs up. Okay, guys. So let's continue on. We're not done here, guys. This is where we continue. The battle continues, and understand something, guys. The markets aren't against you. Okay, this was a longer term trade that I set up. I did a lower risk on the small account that I'm trying to grow, and you can see that we're already technically up 80 pips, right? It's a set and forget. You just set it and you forget about it, and look, you can see that price is going exactly as expected. Now, why did I see that? I want to explain to you guys why I saw sells. Well, one of the two things is that we were moving to the upside, but we're also stuck in a range. So if we look up to even on the weekly, we can see that we are kind of in this upwards channel. However, we are trending sideways. You can see that sideways action. Look at that sideways action right there, right? So when we're in a range like this, what do we look for, guys? I teach this all the time. We're looking for a breakout, and that breakout could be to the upside or to the downside, right? And so we know that we're at this high of this range. So if we go back down to the daily, I knew that we were pretty much retesting the highs of this range already. And look, you can clearly see that price is now starting to reject this level. And so, yeah, you can see that, you know, we're up currently floating around 80 pips, and sorry, it reached 80 pips. Right now we're floating around 40 pips, but this is the longer term type of trades that you just let it run. And then if you see a perfect opportunity to get back in, like let's say the 30-minute, right? So we're retesting this level now as a level of resistance. Look, take a look over here. Then, you know, if we get a nice clean rejection, boom, this is where I put even more opportunities to sell. Right, so if we go down to the 15-minute, it did close a little bit above this level, but if this candle closes bearish, you best bet I'm looking for sells, right? So even if you were to get in here, let's say, for example, it's a little bit higher, it closed a little bit higher than I personally like to, but let's say you do a 15 pip stop, okay? It's already starting to push lower, and we target the lows over here. That's about 40 pips, right? And overall expectation, I think it will go much, much lower, but you know, and we are kind of trending to the downside. So I'm expecting maybe price might come down to this level over here. Let's say it comes down here, right? So if it comes down there, right, we only risk, look, 62 pips, and we're only risking 15 pips. 16 pretty much, 15.9. So that's a 3.9, almost 4 risk reward ratio, guys, right? So that's my overall expectation there, guys. Let's go. I am yo, let's get it, bro. Cierto, that's how you do it, homie. You know what's good. JJ, let's go. I think gold's going to look for new highs. Yeah, potentially, for sure. Especially with the retracement. Overall expectation is highs, but we need to understand that we may see some sort of an exhaustion. However, this is what I'm saying that I didn't like. I don't like those wick rejections. Those wick rejections aren't really convincing me for continuation of sells, right? That's telling me the bulls are really pushing price. They're really trying to push price higher. So we may actually see a continuation to the upside. However, typically when we see price move like that, like a strong move like this, we can expect some sort of a retracement or some sort of an exhaustion. So we may see probably price come back up even higher once more before it actually pulls back. Could be a possibility, guys. We don't know yet. I don't really see a strong, like I'm not 100% confident yet in terms of like what I'm seeing right now. And then also if you look at the weekly, we are pretty much at a double bottom. So overall expectation, we're pretty much breaking the neckline right now. So if this closes bullish, then we may see a continuation to the upside here, and then we wait for the retest of the neckline, right? So there's a lot going on, guys. Overall, we are obviously overbought, but the bulls are really trying to push price higher. Yeah. And then if we look at the dollar index, looking like it's gaining some strength for sure. And to be honest with you, with the dollar index, we may see, depending if we break above this level of resistance, we could expect the dollar index to continue to go higher. So then in turn, that will actually help us with the pullback for gold. But we'll see. We'll see, guys. We'll see what ends up happening. Euro CAD. Okay, so Euro CAD, yeah, we got the double top. I've got my alert set. I'll keep you guys in the loop for the Euro CAD. Overall, higher time frames looking bearish. We are breaking below that level structure. We got that strong momentum. That's what we want, guys. Remember, strong momentum. That's looking good so far, but we need to close. Remember, close below our major levels of structure. That's crucial. We need to close below. We've got Metzia here. Are you in AUD JPY or wait? I am not in AUD JPY, my man, anymore. Oh, sorry, AUD JPY. Yes, long term. Yes, on my small account. I'm not currently on my larger account. Not on it. No. But yes, AUD JPY, yes. It almost stopped me out pretty much here. But again, when it's longer term and you do really low risk, guys, you don't feel it. Like it's okay, right? But you're managing your risk. The problem is like a lot of people, they get in here in hopes that, you know, you do a full lot or something like that on a small account, like, you know, $200-300 bucks. They over leverage it, and then they hope that price will go in their favor so they can flip it to like $1,000 or something. And then look what price ends up doing sometimes, right? So if you do lower risk, then you know what I mean? That's how you manage your risk. Guys, take a look at this. So look at this. Price is rejecting our level exactly as expected. AUD JPY may be a good sell opportunity, but always remember to manage your risk, guys. This is looking like a good potential opportunity for sells, as long as this candle closes bearish. If this candle closes bearish and we get that wick rejection, this would be a good entry for sells, you know, because we have broken below this level. We have that strong momentum. Look at this strong momentum here, right? We got the strong momentum push. We got that retracement. Look at that. That's looking nice and bearish. And we got this major level of structure. Let's see here. Also our moving average. Yep. There we go. So that's even more of a confirmation. There we go. So now it's rejecting the 50 and the 20 is pushing price back down. So this would be a perfect sell opportunity for AUD JPY. Simcon, what's your take on US 100? I think it's probably going to melt, but that's just me. I think it's going to melt, bro. Yeah, see, it's already melting. Yeah, I think it sells, right? So we said sells below this level structure. That's why I had this line here, and I forgot. I don't even know why I didn't put it. I should put it there. Sells below this level structure. There we go. I forgot to put it on there for you guys, but I did mention it, that we were looking for sells. So we may see price come down to these lows. Could be a possibility. Yeah. Guys, welcome to all of our new members that are just tuning in, guys. Maybe it's your first time here. If it's your first time here, let me know in the chat box below. I'd love to be able to hear from you, and I do read every single comment, guys. Also, welcome to all of our new family members. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell as well, guys, so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. I don't want you missing out on these live streams because I am live every single day at 7 a.m., but also I do come on in the evening sometimes. So IMO, yeah, it's selling. Yes, so we're looking at sells there for NAS. I want to see that candle close bearish, and then that's going to be a nice clean confirmation to the downside. AUD JPY, this is this, as long as this candle closes bearish, this is a good entry. You know, if you have a smaller account, this would be a nice clean continuation to the downside, although we do have this double bottom here for the pullback. I just want to see at least the higher time frame, like the 30-minute or the 1 hour to start. The 1 hour probably won't close like that, but like close with a huge wick rejection, 30-minute to close bearish, and then we can look for entries on AUD JPY if you haven't already. Euro AUD looking like it's holding that level. Euro USD seems like it's not pushing with a stronger momentum to the downside, so we'll see what ends up happening there as well. USD CHF, again, we kind of broke below that level, and you know, price almost, we would have been in some good profits. We would have took profits there, 52 pips, but right now we're just kind of floating at around 21 pips. I did call this out yesterday, and so either way, not the most typical. I don't typically trade this pair as much, so it is what it is. Managing your risk, guys, at this point, you're not really incurring losses. As long as you manage your risk properly, you move your stop losses to entry when you need to. Trust me, guys, you're not really incurring losses. Guys, if you understood that explanation, guys, smash that like button for me, guys. I really do appreciate it. And then we got a comment here. I'm in UK oil. Can you take a look at my bro? Yeah, of course, man. We'll take a look at UK oil for you. Let's see here. Why is it? Okay, it's, give me 1 sec, bro. Okay, so you know, this is a level of support that price actually respected. Okay, and then we were trending to the downside for quite some time. However, we're expecting probably price to come up a little bit higher. So if we go down to the daily, we are seeing now price starting to create higher highs, slightly higher highs and higher lows. As long as price respects this upwards trend that we have going on here on the daily, we could expect a potential continuation to the upside. Overall, though, the daily is looking bearish. We got a bearish candle form here, and we actually broke below this level of structure. So this is looking in closer. We actually kind of broke this trend line, and we're also kind of breaking this potential level of support. So really, I would personally, knowing that this is bearish here the last 4 hours, price is going here, we may expect potentially a continuation of sells. Even looking here at the 1 hour time frame, you know, we have been selling off for a while. We may see some sort of retracement, but to be honest with you, we may see price retrace at this level here. Sorry, not there, around here, as a level of resistance, which is struggling to push higher. So if we go down to the 30-minute, we can look for a potential continuation of sells. You know, if this candle closes bullish, I'm definitely looking at sell opportunities for UK oil. Okay, that's kind of what I'm looking at though overall. I don't personally trade UK oil, but this is what I'm looking at technically. We're looking at sells there for UK oil. Let me know, what were you on? Were you looking at sells or buys, bro? Guys, welcome to all the new members. Guys, we're at 32 likes. Can we get it to 35? Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's get it to 32 likes. Let's go. Give me 1 second, guys. Here, give me 1 second. Moment here, guys. Also, guys, if you're new to the channel, introduce yourself, guys. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Like I said, I read every single comment, guys, and also welcome to all of our new family members that are just subscribing. Like I said, as always, guys, don't forget to hit the little notification bell so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. I don't want you guys missing out. Trust me, I'm here every single day providing as much value as possible, guys, and I want you guys to be successful. I want you guys to, be able to understand trading and grow as your trading journey, but also you know what I mean, trading requires a lot of work, but when you show up every day, you put in the work, trust me, guys, it will pay off. And so that's kind of my focus with this channel, is to be able to bless as much people as I can, to be able to help people as much as I can. And to be honest with you, I'm not even close to where I want to personally be. You know what I mean? I'm at a point where I'm still, growing as a person. We're always growing, we're always learning, you know what I mean? We're always evolving. And so, as traders, we always have to have that open mind and realize that, hey, you know what? Not everything is going to be easy. But as long as I'm showing up every day, you know what I mean? As long as every day I'm putting in the work, sooner or later, eventually everything's just going to click one day, right? Everything's just going to make much more sense. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm just updating something here, and then we'll continue on here anyways. But like I said, welcome to all the new people that are tuning in. And then also, hey, welcome Josh from Nigeria. Let's get it. We got Josh from Nigeria. Welcome, my man. Welcome to the family. Okay, guys, we're at 33 likes, guys. We're so close to 35. Can we get it to 35 likes, guys? I really do appreciate it. Okay, so we're gonna continue on. What are we looking at, guys? Overall direction. As you guys could see, oil is melting exactly as expected, so we'll just let it do its thing. We'll go from there. Again, I don't personally trade oil, but again, for those that did get in there when I told them to get in on sells, I hope you guys are profiting nicely. So overall, GBPUSD, so we got that retracement. We would have hoped for price to come up a little bit higher, however, it did break below this level. So again, that's fine, but this is a confirmation for me that we're expecting a continuation of sells. So let's kind of clear everything off here. Let's clear the charts. And we can expect a continuation of sells for GU, and potentially we may see GU come down to this level here. Let's say kind of like, I would say probably around this level of structure down over here. This is kind of a level that I'm expecting GU to potentially come down to. However, it is seeing like it looks a little bit bearish, and we were pushing to the upside, right? We could see, for example, this move like this, right? However, we may see some sort of retracement, right? Because we are pretty much oversold at this point. So we may see probably GU push up a little bit, and we might get a more complex pullback before we actually start looking for continuation of sells. So that's something that we do have to keep in mind as well, guys. We don't want to just get in on sells right now, which in reality, if we look at the higher time frames, we may be actually creating some sort of a potential pullback soon. So that's something that we just have to be mindful, guys, as traders. And at this point, to be honest with you, knowing that we've failed already pretty much 3 times, but twice this level of structure as a level of resistance, this is indicating to me that we're starting to shift our overall direction into some sort of a range. And so, we were expecting GBPUSD to continue to go down lower, right? You can see, look at my trend line here. We were looking at an ascending wedge pattern formation. However, the way things are looking for me is that we're looking at GU potentially continue to bounce around this level. However, if we see price break below this level structure, so this level here, we can start looking for sell opportunities. And so I will keep you guys in the loop. I'm actually going to put an alert here just a little bit lower. Even if it's for tomorrow, it doesn't matter. It's still something that I'm looking at, or we would be crossing a sell area, and that's kind of what I'm looking at there overall. So but overall, the most important thing, guys, is looking at, I can't stress it enough, is looking at the higher time frames. Otherwise, guys, it's pointless. So yeah, we struggled to break above these highs. So what is this telling me? We're struggling to break above these highs. We're coming up and we're creating this ascending wedge pattern formation, right? And we kind of broke below. So now we're retesting, and on the daily, this looks nice and bearish. This is a bearish price action right there. So I want to see that candle close bearish for the daily, and we can expect a clean continuation to the downside. We target these lows here. This is another level here, and then probably the bottom of this level here as a level where we may see price come down to. Now, yes, we have been trending to the downside. Yes, we tried to push price back up. Yes, but we failed to create a new higher high, and we failed to break above this level of resistance. So this is telling me that we, in the bigger picture, may come back down to these lows over here and actually start ranging before we start seeing a push to the upside or to the downside. So this is an indication to me that the British pound versus the US dollar is going to be ranging for quite some time. And that's kind of what we're looking at for now, guys. Let's get it. Guys, we're at 34 likes. Yes, guys, can we get it to 40 likes, guys? Let's go. Also, welcome to all of our new members. I see a couple new members tuning in, guys. Don't be shy, say hi. We got a couple people joining in here. I'm yo, soy cubano, pero yo en London, de La Habana. Nice, bro. Nice. I've been to Cuba, bro. Fui con mi familia to Varadero, y we went to Varadero in Cuba, and we went to well, it was Matanza, and then we went to La Capital. So we've been, yeah, man, Cuba's beautiful. They have beautiful beaches. The people really make you feel welcome, and you know what I mean? We're all one big family either way, right? So, you know, Latino gang, we're pretty strong. So, but anyways, guys, so thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, guys. All the new members that are just joining, again, don't be shy, guys. Feel free to comment in our chat box. Introduce yourself. Let me know who you are. I'd love to get to know you. And you know, like I said, if you're struggling with your trading, maybe you're just tired of losing trades, maybe you're tired of blowing your account, whatever the case is, you have a community here online live every single day, guys, at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time that you can count on, guys. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Join the family, subscribe below, and hit that notification bell and hit all notifications so you don't miss a single live stream, guys. I'm yo, I sold UK 99, quiero sostenerlo. Ahora parece que va a buscar el low en la semana. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm expecting it, good call, expecting it to continue to go down lower for UK oil. So yeah, so let's continue on here, guys. Let's go. Yes, bro, let's go. So we're going to continue on. So what are we looking at? So we know that GU, in this case, we are looking for a potential continuation to the downside. So we're just going to keep going from there, and it's looking like a range. 4 hour as well is looking pretty bearish. And so we expect a continuation to the downside, and I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. But as of right now, we're still ranging. So even if price comes down to this lower level, which is a level of support, I'm not going to be looking for sells until we break below and close below that level for a continuation of sells. Yes, it might look juicy. Yes, it might look like a really nice opportunity. But as traders, we have to be disciplined, guys, and we have to understand that the markets could do anything at any given time, and we have to learn to manage our risk, and learn to not just take trades just to take it, or just to get into trades just to get in. Same with gold. What's wrong with gold? So gold is starting to push back up, and so we don't, like, honestly, at this point, gold is just kind of rangy at this point. And again, that's typically what does happen anyways in a after a strong push. We expect price to exhaust, right? So after a strong push, either to the upside or to the downside, we'll see like gold do something like this. We could see probably gold repeating itself, right? We had a strong push here, and look, it started doing some sort of a bullish flag. Again, that's kind of what I'm seeing form here as a possibility. But again, it may stretch down a little bit lower, could be, or we may actually finally see a push up. We don't know yet, guys, but that's kind of what I'm looking at overall. Even layering it down to the 30-minute, again, it's just kind of respecting these levels here. but it looks like it's pushing a little bit above. Even looking at the dollar, we are getting a sort of some sort of a retracement. However, if we're able to hold this level of support here, do you see this here? It's not huge or significant, but if we're able to hold this level of support, I'm expecting gold to probably, I'm expecting price to the dollar index to reject this level and continue to go higher, which in turn will actually get gold to pull back down. But again, we'll see. I'm not really too worried. So, let's see, guys. So USD CAD is ranging as well, but he actually broke below it too. S&P 5, we're already technically in profits, guys. We took in the from the live stream, so look, it's already, market's already slowly starting to shift, and then we may see a push below, but we'll let that be. Let's take a look at NAS. As we want to see it close below, always want to see it close below a certain level of structure, because otherwise we may get fake outs, guys. That does happen with price and the markets, guys. We do get fake outs, so we need to be careful. We always want to wait for candle closures as a confirmation that price is going to continue to go down lower. It's literally retesting this level, excuse me, a level as a level of resistance. However, this is really looking choppy, and I'm not really liking what I'm seeing here. So at this point, to be honest with you, again, we're not in this trade. I don't have any setups on here yet. This could be a fake out, and we could be going back into, for now, going back into this range. So you just got to be mindful, guys. We have to look at the overall bigger picture and understand what can we expect of the markets, right? We don't want to just jump in, okay? Scalping King, hi King, hey man, thank you so much, man, appreciate it. I am Yo, okay, let's go. Scalping King, I buy it at holding for minimum 100 pips target. Nice, yeah. Okay, sorry, news, NZD USD, JJ 1 hour and 30 minutes for news and USD. Yes, exactly. So we do have some news coming out, so have to be mindful, guys. Always got to be careful. And then so let's take a look here. NZD USD, let's take a look at that. I think I cleared it off here because I've have so many pairs here, guys, that like almost 80% of them I don't trade. NZD USD, but I usually just have it for you guys so that we can kind of go over. Okay, so let's take a look at NZD USD. What are we looking at here? So if we go up to the daily, we are kind of in an upwards trend. However, we also have to be mindful, guys. We have to be very mindful. We may see it push up a little bit more, but we may see a rejection of this level. Okay, we may see price reject this level. Okay, because in the overall bigger picture, if we realize, okay, we are still in a downwards trend. Okay, the overall direction is to the downside. So we do have to be mindful. If we go down to the 4 hour, let's see here, that's the daily. We go down to the 4 hour, okay, as long as price is able to respect this level of support, we can, this is a good buy opportunity. So yeah, Scam King, that's a good opportunity there for you, and so that's pretty good. Okay, let's read the comments here. Chapili, 100%, always learn a lot. Hey, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. And I'm happy that you guys are learning. That's the most important thing, guys, that we share together. And trust me, the nice thing is, like, I mean, for all I know, like, I could just be trading on my own, guys. I don't need to be like, you know, doing like sharing my ideas and everything like that. But being able to, like I said, being able to give is such a blessing. And being able to give is such a blessing more than receiving, to be honest with you. You guys know that. Like I've mentioned that multiple times. Like the fact that I'm being able to help people and being able to have like profit together, being able to have people message you every day and be like, man, I really appreciate your live streams, bro, or I appreciate you coming on, man, I learned so much, is such a blessing, guys. It gives you a driven purpose, you know what I mean? Because like, yeah, trading can be lonely, but when you have a community and a family like what we've built here, we have a family here, guys, that we've established, right? It's such an amazing feeling because you know you can count on each other, you know that we can help each other in any sense, you know what I mean? So I have students, man, like that, you know, even on our free Telegram group that are just like, I'm looking at this, I'm looking at that, and I'm like, wow, man, like this is crazy, you know what I mean? Like they're learning and they're really taking leadership and growing as traders, and I'm seeing their trading journey level up, right? Some people just need that little thing that will help click their trading, and it just everything kind of falls into place, right? So best advice, guys, just keep showing up. You know what I mean? I do live streams every day. Show up every day. That's the most important thing, guys. These live streams are absolutely free. I don't charge for anything like that. So just showing up, guys, every day, listening to what I have to say, but also just looking at the charts also too, guys. Backtesting is really important. You know what I mean? Because then you get familiar with your strategy, you get familiar with the markets and how they move. And then typically, guys, if you're new to trading, focus on 1 to 2 pairs max. In fact, focus on pretty much, I would say max 2 pairs, to be honest. Don't just do one, just focus on mainly two pairs max. That's more than enough to start for you to really start focusing and mastering that pair, or understanding at least, because remember, price could do anything at any given time, but at least understanding how that pair typically moves. Shabili, what pairs do you trade? What pairs do you trade? I trade GU. GU is my main focus, GU and gold. Those are the two kind of main things. And then NAS, I've had some pretty good success with trading NASDAQ. I find that my analysis really goes well with NASDAQ. And you guys have seen it in the live streams. We've been able to catch a lot of opportunities on NASDAQ that I've shared with you guys. And, you know, price has actually been able to respect, you know, and go in confluence with my analysis. So, but yeah, I find NASDAQ, I trade USD, JPY, sorry, not USD, JPY. Yeah, USD, JPY I used to, but mainly it's GBPUS. Those are my favorite pairs, GBPUS and gold. And Euro USD. So those are the kind of the main 3 pairs I trade. Yeah. You got to find what you like, guys, to be honest. At the same time, if I do see an opportunity like USD CHF, or I see an opportunity, you know, like, for example, Euro GBP or something like that, or sometimes even like, I don't know, like GJ or something like that. If I see an opportunity, I'll let you guys know. You know what I mean? I do hop on it. Okay, look, so we are, for Euro USD, we're breaking below that level of structure. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put probably, let's say, an alert. I'm going to set an alert here. So I'm going to put buy levels here. Yeah, because, oh, EuroCAD, we got EuroCAD, an alert on EuroCAD. So I'm going to set my buy alerts here. Okay. Crossing buy support area. Buy support area. Okay, so I've set that alert here, and the reason why I'm setting it down here, I'm not setting my alert here, because I know that most likely Euro USD will probably melt to the downside at this point. But at this point, we could either buy price back up, okay, and we may expect price to hold this level of support. Okay, it is a level. Look at here. Look at the highs over here. Look at my notification, right? So it is a level of support. And so this will kind of go in confluence with price coming back down. Look at my analysis here, kind of my overall outlook on Euro USD. So I'm expecting price to probably come back down here. So I'm going to put buy alert here. Okay. But I want to see a strong momentum push to the downside. Okay. I want to see, and then we'll probably buy price back up. And then when we get back up to these highs, we'll sell it back down. Okay. That's kind of what I'm looking at there for Euro USD overall, guys. And I'll keep you guys in the loop. As you guys know, as always, I'll keep you guys in the loop. And that's kind of what I'm looking at there for Euro USD. Okay. And then we'll reference back there. Scalping King, is there an option to buying your VIP, not credit and debit? No, bro. I mean, it really depends. If you want, just send me a message on Telegram. I do have crypto as well, so I can accept crypto as an option. I'm gonna look into it, because I've had you're not the first person saying that. Like, I've had some people reach out. They're like, "Hey, can I pay in Bitcoin for the VIP?" And I'm like, sure. Like, so that could be an option. So let me know. Just message me, and then let me know what kind of membership you want to do. If you want to do like a 6 months or 3 months, whatever you want, and then I'll help you out, bro. No problem. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there, guys. Okay. I'll keep you guys in the loop for Euro USD. I've got my alarm sets as well. And then we got an alert. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna check my phone because I lost it here already. We got an alert on our EuroCAD crossing selling area. Perfect. So now what do we do as traders, guys? If we're crossing this selling area, what do we look for, right? We now look for this candle to close bearish. We're breaking below this level structure, right? And so we want to see it close below this level structure, right? This is a 1 hour time frame. So now that we know that we're looking for bearish momentum at this moment, right? We want to see price close below stronger momentum, and we wait for the retest. So now I'm going to probably set an alert down here. Or actually, you know what? Price may come down and start retesting at this level too. I'm going to set an alert around this level here. This is kind of the area where I'm expecting price to probably come down to, and I'm just going to lower it down like this. Okay. Something like that. Okay. So I'm going to set my alerts here for buy setup alerts to buy price back up. I'm going to set it down here. Crossing by support area. Okay. And then we can buy it back up. We'll buy it back up together. I'll let you guys know, don't worry. And then we'll set this like this, and then we buy it back up, and then we'll wait for the retest, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay. That's what I'm looking at though for now. Okay, so yeah, so that's kind of what we're looking at there, guys. I want to see a stronger momentum push though. Stronger push, guys. I want to see a strong momentum push to the downside. Okay, guys. Okay, so we got Lauren. I joined VIP. Awesome, Lauren. I'm super excited to have you join the family in our VIP inner circle. Like I said, my whole objective with inner circle is for you guys to, you know, level up on your trading, but also I want you to know that you can count on me as your backbone, as your supporter, as your mentor, as your teacher, as your leader. I'm here to support you every step of the way, and that's the most important thing. And I want you guys to succeed. That's my whole objective, and as well as the family that we have here on our YouTube channel. I want you guys to know that we're one big family, and that I'm here to support you guys every step of the way. So welcome, Lauren. Welcome to the VIP inner circle. I'm happy to have you, and I will be welcoming you after we're done this live, and then I'll get you all set up. Scalpy King, okay, done. I'll message you on Telegram, mate. Once check. Okay, no problem, bro. Sounds good. And we'll go from there. Emmanuel, GJ falling. Yeah, we were looking at GJ sells. We were expecting a push to the downside. And also, guys, for example, with our Euro CAD, did you see that alert? So this is why, and I'm actually going to mention this so you guys understand this. Check this out. This is why I want you guys to know something. This is why we wait for candle closures. And check this out. This is really, really important, guys. Okay, I hope you guys are listening. We wait for candle closures, and we don't. For example, some people, they always like to do, for example, sell stops or something like that, right? And they like to set these levels here, and they say, okay, well, I'm going to set my sell stop here, for example, and then if it continues going down further, then I'm in. The problem with that is that look what happens here. Price broke below. Look, I got the alert. And then if you would have set something here, look what happened. Price already is wicking back up. So imagine you're just doing about your day. You're relaxing, right? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm in the trade. And then all of a sudden you see your trade go into profits, and then boom, back into negative, right? So that's why I don't do that. I'll do a sell limit probably, but that's about the max. I'm always usually doing market execution, and I do alerts. The alerts let me know that I'm at a level of interest where I want to be in, so then I get back in. But we always want to wait for candle closures and confirmations, guys, because that's what's going to help us understand that, yes, we are confirming that we're going to the downside, right? So I got that alert just to be aware and understand, okay, we may be looking for sells. We got that push now, and now I want to see price break below and close below this level structure here, which is a level of support. Right? It's a major level structure. You can see, look, support, resistance. Price has respected this level in the past. But what happens sometimes is we get fake outs. Look at this huge wick rejection, right? So what this could happen is EuroCAD might be like, no, I want to keep ranging. So then we get this huge wick rejection, and then now you get wiped out if you would have looked at sells, right? So this is good. And as traders, this is what we always want to look at, right? We want to look at the bigger picture and always avoid fake outs like this. Okay. All right, guys, we got everything kind of lining up here. Welcome to all of our new members that are just tuning in, guys. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the little notification bell and click all notifications so you don't miss these live streams. Okay, see, now it's pushing down. Let's wait for that to close bearish. Okay, and then that will be an indication that it'll probably come down to this level of support. Then we'll get the alert, and then we buy it back up. okay? Because we are definitely 100% oversold. So price is like, what do I do, right? So at this point, to be honest with you, knowing that it's oversold, one of two things. Either it keeps selling down, right? We have the selling pressure all the way down to this level of structure. This is our buying zone right here, right? And we buy price back up. If we don't close below, that's fine. We may be looking for buy opportunities and probably see price come back up to this level of supply here. Okay, and then this is where we would sell it. Shoot, hold on one sec. Yeah, this is where we would sell it. So something like this. So look at this scenario here too. You guys understanding that? Yeah, let me know. If you understood that explanation, smash that like button, but also let me know in the chat box, guys. Are you understanding my explanation here overall? So if we get a rejection here, we can see probably price come back up. It'll probably stop at this level here, create some sort of a double bottom, right? Because price won't just move back up all the way. It'll probably consolidate a little bit, something like this, and then we'll see it retest these highs once more, right? Before we maybe see a sell to the downside. Could be a possibility. Okay, so I'll keep you guys in the loop either way, but this is something that we can expect price to do. Okay, and then if we come back down here and we're seeing price failing to break below this lower level and we got heavy wick rejections like this, we can look for buy opportunities, and we get in here, which is a nice aggressive entry. We target these highs over here, right? So that'd be like 30 pips. And then we set our stops nice and tight, you know what I mean? Something nice and tight, like 10 pips or something like that. So this would be like a nice quick, and again, this is the 15-minute time frame, a nice quick scalp, right? Even on the 30-minute. And this is how you grow your account. You know, 30 pips, you're only risking about 10 pips. Typically, I like to do mainly on the 1 hour, but I know that a lot of you guys have smaller accounts, so you guys are more like wondering about smaller time frames, lower time frames, and all that type of stuff. So that's why I'm kind of explaining that so you guys can understand. Okay, guys. All right. I'm going to be live for a few more minutes, guys, and then we'll call it a day. So let me know if you have any questions for me, and then we'll kind of go from there. Okay. One second here, guys. Got Scalping King crystal clear. Let's get it. Okay, so what are we looking at, guys, overall? So now that we understand that that's the overall direction of the market, now what we want to do is wait it out, right? So we know that EuroCAD, for example, in this case, we are kind of in some sort of a sideways action at this point. So we kind of always want to look at the bigger picture, right, at this point. And, you know, we've kind of broken above this level, and so we may expect a potential continuation. However, we got a lot of resistance up here, right? So we may expect a potential continuation of sells. Until we don't create higher highs, guys, I'm not looking for buys, okay? Understand that. We always want to look at the bigger picture, and if we aren't looking for higher highs, all right, if we don't create higher highs, we're not looking for buys at this moment in the bigger picture. So we can look for sell opportunities, even looking here at, for example, the 4 hour, right? I am looking at sell opportunities potentially for EuroCAD. And let's take a look at GJ as well. GJ is melting. So this is good because overall expectation is we are at a major level of support. So if we go up to the daily, look at this. So we're at a major level of support, and overall expectation is potentially for price to continue to respect this level. If it fails to hold this level of support, you can see my outlook checklist here. Monthly is looking bullish, weekly is looking bullish, daily is looking bearish. So we know that short term we are looking bearish. However, we always want to look at the bigger picture, right? So let's, for example, let's just take this arrow here. The overall direction eventually will be to the upside if we respect this level of structure. And then short term, you guys could see, look, we had a perfect potential sell opportunity. Price actually came up. Look, we created the wick here. It's really hard sometimes to catch these opportunities, guys, when I'm explaining things live. So just keep that in mind. But the most important thing anyways, I'm teaching you guys how to fish as opposed to teaching you guys just giving you guys lunch for a day. Okay, S&P 500 view. We'll take a look at that. Scalping King, let's get it. Lauren, okay, sounds good. So, okay, I'll jump into it, but look forward to seeing your group chat. Sounds good, Lauren. And also, welcome to VIP Inner Circle. And we'll be talking in the group. So, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day, okay? Okay, guys, so let's continue on. But before we continue on, I just want to share for all the new members that are just tuning in, I'll put in again the link here. And I don't mean to be repeating myself, guys, but I just want people to know that is the link right there. I put it in the chat box below to join our free Telegram. Okay. And then also I had people reach out, and I wasn't doing this before, but I had lots of people reach out and ask me what broker I recommend. So my main account is with Black Bull Markets. However, not that I don't recommend them. It's just I found that when I compared the two between Black Bull Markets and Blueberry Markets, I found that my new broker that I'm with now has much more tighter spreads, and their customer service is to the T. Like these guys, they have the managers calling me, like my account manager calling me and literally being like, okay, Pedro, everything good? Just want to make sure, let me know. Like I like that. Like that's spot on. So anyways, they're really, really good. They have a sign up bonus. I don't know. I don't even know what I would get as a sign up bonus if you sign up, but I know that if you sign up, you get some sort of bonus with it. So the link is there. Again, there is some sort of an affiliate like commission or something that we would both get. You would get a sign up bonus and I would get something. Again, I haven't really fully looked into it. I just had a link. I was like, okay, I have people asking me, and then I'll put it out there. So it comes with a sign up bonus. Really recommend them. They're Australian and they're regulated. So it's really important, guys. I can't stress this enough, to look for a regulated broker, because this will also affect your success in trading. Because a lot of times, guys, especially when I first started trading, a lot of times when you're dealing with an unregulated broker, you'll find that your stops get hit a lot more sooner. The spreads are so big that when you get in a trade, it's so hard for you to get into profit, essentially. Even if you're the trade's going in your direction, you struggle. And so just best advice is like, look for a proper broker that you feel comfortable with. And so yeah, like I said, I was with Black Bull. I liked how they were regulated, but I think I'm going to be shifting everything over to Blueberry Markets because I like how their customer service, their spreads, and their Australian, really good customer service, and they're regulated. So those are really, really important things for me personally. So I do recommend them. Okay, so let's continue on here, guys. Oh, and I'm gonna put the link for the VIP Inner Circle. In fact, I'm gonna put the link to my website so you guys can kind of see my background story with my check out my website, guys. Click the link there to see my website. It's a little bit of there's a little bio about me and kind of like everything, guys. And then there'll be links there to join my inner circle if you do decide on joining. I've got right now pretty much a good promotion right now for 3 months. It's $297, 3 months of access. And like I said, we do monthly Zoom calls. I look over your charts. I answer your questions in the private group chat. So you have questions, guys, just ask away. Like being able to have that support on itself is such a huge deal, guys. Being able to have that, I wish I had that when I first started. It's very difficult because a lot of people or traders that are already on YouTube, to be able to get their attention in terms of like learning or asking questions, like these guys charge up like $1,500, $2,000 just to have like probably like an hour phone call. You know what I mean? So like, take advantage of this, guys. Take advantage of my inner circle because like, as I say, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just here to help you guys as much as I can. But obviously, doing this this program that I have requires a lot of my personal time as well, too. So either way, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this live stream. As you can see, GJ is melting exactly as expected. So we can expect a nice clean continuation. Same with GU. We are seeing a overall bearish sentiment. So I'll keep you guys in the loop for what we can expect for price to do. We may see probably GU continue to go down a little bit further, probably a similar move. So if we see this like this, or like if we do that, look at this. So it's pretty much the exact same move, and we'll probably see price come down here, and we can see probably price be oversold at that point. So we got a little bit more juice for GU, but I wouldn't
I'll be honest with you. I mean, it would be really risky to get in here on sells, but overall expectation is a continuation to this level of structure over here for GU. And then we may see price actually reject this level and come back up. So that's my overall expectation. Again, I'll keep you guys in the loop either way. And yeah, so thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. See, we're already getting a pullback on GJ. Euro JPY, we're consolidating. Euro USD, we finally broke below, so this is nice. So we got a break below on Euro USD. Now we just wait for price to continue to go down lower. Let's see on the left hand side, we may see it start retracing at this level here. So I'll keep an eye out on here. So maybe it'll stop out here, and then we'll get the retracement. If it stops around this level, we can buy it back up and hold this level as a level of resistance. So this will be the new level of resistance over here. And we can then look for sell opportunities for Euro USD. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at though for now. Remember that when you're trading, guys, as traders, you know, many of the times we also have to learn to adapt, right? We react to the markets. We try not to predict the markets. We react to the markets, if that makes sense. All right. Scalping King, looking handsome in the website, bro. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, my man. Yeah, I got well, I did the November thing, so the stash, and then I just like what I did is I've lined it up, but I have to line up. I'm probably gonna line it up. My birthday's coming November 11th, guys. I'll probably be still here doing live streams for you guys on my birthday. No, I'm just joking. Wifey's like, nah. Okay. But that's how dedicated I am to you guys. I want you guys to know that. You guys can count on me. You guys know that I'm here even when I was sick. If you guys go back and watch my previous live streams from like a month ago, guys, I lost my voice. I was still here live. I was still here live, dedicating my time to help you guys. You know what I mean? And I'll be honest with you guys, with all fairness, you guys have also supported me as well too. So I got to give you a shout out as well as a thank you for showing up and supporting my channel. Every like, every comment, you know, just the fact that you guys are here supporting me and we be able to create this huge community is such a blessing, guys, as a whole. So, but yeah, so for November, yeah, I left the mustache, but I was like, man, that looks dirty, like in a not in a bad way, but I was like, damn, like, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm probably gonna grow back my beard because I miss my beard, so I'm just gonna line it up, go to a barbershop, probably go to my barber probably on Thursday or something, Thursday or Friday, and I got a nice fresh fade. I always like getting my fade too, but right now it's just been crazy busy. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at, guys. We'll follow up. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll come back. We'll reference back to this. As we can see, gold is also starting to slightly push back up. So we can expect probably gold to continue to go a little bit higher. Now let's go up to the daily and see where we can expect maybe gold to react. Let's see. Let's clear the charts. Let's start fresh. Yeah, so right now we're probably not, we're still not looking for sells. Like the bulls are still pushing price higher. So we may actually see gold probably retest these highs over here. This is kind of my next level where I may see gold come up to before we may see some sort of rejection. Remember, it's also a zone. So if we look over here, this is a level. We got lots of support resistance here. So this is a level that I may see price push up for gold. Just one more push higher. You know, if we do see gold break out of this kind of upwards channel, we can see it come up to this level here. So we see a similar move here. We still have a little bit more juice. So I'll keep you guys in the loop. That's over 179 pips, guys. Yeah. Okay. So that's kind of what we're looking at for sure. Look at that huge rejection. We're looking at buys for gold, guys, at this point. So please manage your risk if that's something that you're looking at. All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate you all very, very much. And I will catch you guys until next time. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Also, I'll leave all the links here below. Yeah, so I've got all the links there in the chat box below. Also, click all the links below. And also, guys, watch the video that I just uploaded on how I grew the $100 account over to $364. I'm going to share the link as well. So make sure after this video, make sure you watch to the very end, guys. I dropped some gems there. So I look forward to seeing you guys watch that video. Also, if you enjoyed that video, comment below, guys. I really do appreciate it. And also appreciate if you can share these live streams with your friends or on social media. I really do appreciate it, guys. So give me 1 second. I'm just going to try and, once this thing loads, I got my iMac. It's nice, man. It's quick, but I find that after the live streams and stuff, like I need to. I don't want to go back to PC, but I might have to go back to PC because, like, my iMac is like the newest one that they have. It's like the 4K i whatever. It's a 24-inch though. I wish they would have came out with a 27-inch like the new ones. So it's like nice and the screen's beautiful. But I don't know if it's that, or I don't think it's my internet, because we have one of the fastest internets here in Canada. We're with Bell, so Bell's it's one of the fastest. It's got like fiber optics, whatever. So we got the fastest internet. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna just share the link here, guys, for that video. So make sure you watch it to the very end. Also, guys, like, share, and also comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts of that video. Let me know if you learned something as well. So feel free to comment below and I'll respond to every comment. That's the link for that video. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I will probably see you later tonight. Thanks so much. Bye for now.